Hey, Bailey. Hail, I'm back for the second time.
Hey Bailey, it's good to see you.
We're doing a doubles stream today. We're
Yes.
tag teaming. We're going to be working on Strange Antiquities. It was given to us by a friend. She knew that we had played Strange Horticulture, and we had a really good time with that. Very clever puzzle game with puzzles inside of puzzles inside of puzzles. They were like, "Yo, dog, we heard you like puzzles."
This game is supposed to be harder. I played the demo. It was hard.
The demo was not easy. I agree there.
I was like, this is way harder than Strange Horticulture. I hope they do a third game, and I wanted them to do it about books.
Strange tomes, possibly.
Yeah, Strange Tomes would be perfect.
I like the idea.
I would like to see. I mean, I don't see why they couldn't because they have a whole map of Undermere, and so it could just be another spot that's on the map. I think they have a library or something going on there, so I don't see why not. I
Well,
think it'd be great.
there's already a fair amount of books that get involved in each game, so like they're ready to bring that in.
Yeah, so I don't see why not.
Get on
do
it, devs.
do it, bad Viking. I know you can do it.
All right, are you ready, Hazzie?
I'm ready.
We are going to start the game. I guess we'll clear the save since that was your demo. I'm assuming.
Yes, I finished the quarry last night, and I I couldn't I couldn't I got Caitlin killed. I don't know how else to put it. I tried to keep her alive and I couldn't do it. I was a bad shot when I tried to keep her alive. So yeah, that last time on the quarry. But you know what? That dude survived. Dylan survived,
Hey,
and he didn't turn into a werewolf.
that's a big deal.
Yeah. So
Take those wins where you can get them.
I mean, I don't know what it was, but Dylan's personality started growing on me as we got further along. And I was just like, why all of a sudden now that you don't have a hand, you're like way more interesting to me? I don't know. Hi Dale, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well.
Halo, halo.
Hope you guys are doing well and having a good Saturday. And if you went to the No Kings stuff, I hope you had a good time at the No Kings protest. Because I know there was a lot going on today. So yeah.
So, as we were saying to Bailey, Dale,
Yeah, whatever works.
we
It worked.
we played Strange Horticulture, which kind of like a prequel, kind of not. It's a game in the same universe to this one, and so we're going to be getting on Strange Antiquities here. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there's a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped.
Which, by the way, y'all, if the music seems a little too loud or any sounds are too loud, I can
Make adjustments.
I can make adjustments.
Yes.
If you need to turn down R, and yeah, that knob there, Nord. There you go.
Yes. Well, we have the same speaker system, so I'm familiar.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Although I have a volume control on my keyboard that I try to use, but it's not very good.
I have a small keyboard, so I don't have it. So
Yeah, you got a tiny keyboard.
Yes, I do. I like tiny keyboards.
The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Day 1, Thursday. All right. So let's get familiarized with some of the stuff that we got here. So we have a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 objects. I'm going to get the plants kind of out of the way because I don't want to be messing with that. Let's get all the hanging ones in similar spot.
So I put in chat for on your account, Nord. I've never seen this before. You reached a 3-stream watch streak, and so you can like share it, but it costs like 350 like channel points. I guess it's just so you can announce it to everybody that I've been here for 3 streams or something. I don't know. I just hadn't seen that before. I think that's like a new thing. If it's not a new thing, I've never seen it.
I'm also separating this because this is like a bottle with a cork in it. So it has something special. Super creepy thing is going to go over here. These are all kind of like stone and whatever. So we'll separate them like that.
I'm realizing now that we're kind of overlapping stuff, but I think it'll be okay. You see where the down to the bottom right hole is?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of covering the plants. I'm just to let you be aware of
that. Was one of the reasons why I put the plants down there, because they're not important.
Oh, okay.
Oh, great. Phone call.
And now we're getting called.
Somebody does not know when is an appropriate time. Is that our kid? Of course it is. Okay. So that is interesting. We have a crank that we can bring up out of the desk. And, oh, yep. So I don't have to go and click on the magnifying glass on this one. I can just hit zoom and it'll automatically zoom in. So this looks like it has a special key. We have a 7 petaled flower with some interesting symbols. It has like 3 pegs on the left and bottom and then 1 on the right. And it appears that it has hinges that'll open up. So when we find the stuff to open that, that'll be a thing. What? Oh, we got a spider here. I was like, there's something.
Spider.
There's something moving on it, but it's a spider.
Oh, lovely. I think they had you can turn off the spiders. I don't really like spiders. So now we have to burn the store.
Now we have to burn the store. Well, that was it.
You don't like spiders.
That was a great game.
That was a great game, but we're going to beat this by burning the store down.
Okay, we have... Okay, nothing in our archive as of yet.
It was a beta function for some channels released to every now. Oh, it's released now? Okay.
Okay, good to know. All right, is there access to the map, or do we not get that yet?
I'm trying to I'm just recalling from the demo, but maybe down below.
Okay, actually, good call. So I can click down below, and so we have our Ouija board looking thing here. And yeah, that's our archive. Okay, we have several drawers that can be opened. Okay, we have a compass. We have our map. Okay, here's our map of Undermere. Let's keep that at the ready. We got another symbol here. Another one here. That.
I have no idea what any of this is about. I didn't finish the demo because I had a really hard time. And I had Nord try to help me too, and he kind of had a hard time too. This is not an easy one. This is way harder than Strange Horticulture. Like, I remember playing the demo being like, did this get way harder?
Yeah, that's what I've heard, is that it's definitely not as easy as the other one. All right. On thaumaturgic fields, all thaumaturgic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thaumaturgic lens. This is a diurnic field pattern. Probably mispronouncing that, but whatever. These fields are not understood despite attempts to study them over the years. We'll keep stuff like that in our archive. Let's go ahead. Oh.
Honestly, I don't know where y'all are from, Dale and Bailey, but if we're in the Pacific Northwest. I think, Dale, you said you're in Pacific Northwest as well, too. And this time of the year, this is when the spiders start coming out. And, yeah, the wolf spiders, no. Big no. This is the time of the year I'm just very unhappy when I go outside because of the amount of spiders I end up seeing. And then the wolf spiders try to come inside, too. Oh, it's so terrible.
Hey, let's go with our first clue here. Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Eli, whatever his last name was. Okay, so There we go. Make it full size. Okay, we are Strange Antiquities. Strange Horticulture. Hey, they
have
have
strange horticulture there.
they have it
Where
here.
is it on
Right
the
here,
map?
number 2.
Can you-
This is where we were.
Where's number 2? That's where we played the other. Okay, I really want them to do more games, and I want them to keep it in here because I just think it would be really super cool.
Hazzie wants like a Disneyland that's based on this.
That would be interesting.
All right, Strange Antiquities here, number 29. And then the note said, reminder, a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. So I don't think it's this because there's a gap between. So I'm going to assume that this is the wine merchant next door that they're referring to. The proprietor, Mrs. Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out of here, would you? I can't say no to Eli after all he's done for me. And I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. So, we got some unnaturals.
I'm okay with some unnatural. I'm okay.
So, that sort of stuff we'll keep hanging. This sort of stuff we'll put here, and we have another vial. Okay. So that covers that. Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
You moved from the Midwest to the PNW. How are the spiders in the Midwest? I have no idea about spiders out there.
You did deal with brown recluse in Missouri.
That's true, Missouri. They had, I think, the Black Widow spider there too. How are you doing, Brandon? I hope you're having a good weekend.
So we can put this one away in the archive, in the top. So when it's done, I'm gonna put it there. When it's not done, I'm gonna put it there. So we have already solved a clue.
Hey,
right.
yo, looks like we got another one of the watch streak, free stream watch streak.
Good job,
from
Brandon.
Brandon, thank you so much for the Razzies for announcing your stream watch streak. That's a new thing that we have. I think that Twitch gave us. So thanks for using that, Brandon, and thank you so much for being here for free streams. That's amazing.
All right, we do have a client that wants us to answer, so we're gonna ring the bell and bring in our first client, Eli White, the guy who's in charge. I've been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Were you side-eyeing me? There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully, and remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. All right. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. And then he rolls his eyes at me. Okay, dude, okay. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. Wow, dude. Such trust. Thanks. All right. Well, if that's the way he's going to be about that, then
I think that's
I'm going to focus on trying to get into the locked one. By the way, I forgot to grab the stuff and move it over from here.
Well, I'm glad Twitch gave us something because I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, we got more over here too. Okay.
I don't usually expect
let's
Twitch to
keep
give
the
me
scale
anything,
on the
to be
screen.
honest.
Oh god, this thing's evil looking. Go ahead. So we will put... I mean, this is like kind of more of a wood-looking carving, so maybe we'll keep it together. The Ultra Evil. The Ultra Evil can go there, and this is all stone-looking carvings. All right. Thankfully, no recluse or widows. Well, that's good that you didn't have to deal with that there. Yeah, we when I was in basic training, we had a female private lose her
Was it finger? Was it finger? I don't remember.
Well, she lost a chunk of her finger. They were able to save her finger, but she wanted to show how tough she was by not telling anybody about it, because that was kind of the machismo that was pushed, and then she started getting she almost started getting gangrene or something. I don't know what the stages are.
It can happen.
So she stopped it from getting too far. So yeah.
House I am staying at now has either house spiders or wolf spiders. Ew.
Hazzie would know if they were wolf spiders.
I don't envy you.
He's been hunted.
They actually don't hunt you, and they apparently don't have good eyesight. But I didn't realize this until much later. So they like to hide in shadows and like by the walls. That's why a lot of times you see them like on the ground next to the walls or on the wall. And but apparently this spider, the spider that he's talking about that I felt like was hunting me, was just trying to be in my shadow, but it was still freaked me out because it felt like he was following me because he was following my shadow. So it was like, this wolf spider is freaking hunting me.
So the index looks like it's going to be very useful in this. We're going to bring in our first real client, hopefully. Thomas Hope. Congratulations! Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me! I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog. Amish.
Did I not
Amish.
update the title?
But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. That's true, we do have a cats. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon.
I need you to do me a favor.
Okay, so you need me to change it?
Right. Yeah, and then hit done.
Oh, you didn't hit done.
It should update the title. Did I not?
Stream info updated successfully, it says.
Okay. It's weird because the tags were
Did it update?
The tags were updated, but the title wasn't updated.
Did it update now?
Yeah, it's updated now.
So we're going to be looking for a hunter's boon for him. So going through the index. Actually, no. This will probably be better. Yes.
Sorry about that, Bailey. If you were here
Hunter's boon.
expecting us to play the quarry, because Bailey was here and she was bringing up, they were bringing up the quarry. I'm sorry, because I just, I was like, yeah, the quarry, because they were here when we were playing the quarry. And I didn't realize that might have said even the category might have been the quarry. So I'm sorry. And we're not playing the quarry right now if that's what you're kind of expecting. But we did finish the quarry yesterday. And I had fun with that one.
Other than the shooting?
Other than the shooting. I couldn't get, what was her name? Caitlin to survive because I'm just bad at shooting, I guess. But otherwise, we got to see two different endings. So yeah, it was fun. I liked it. I will probably play it again next year for Halloween because I don't like to have to go through multiple like runs like
entire playthroughs.
Yeah, like some people like doing that, but I like to take a really long break and then come back and have it be kind of like a new thing again. If that makes any sense. I like doing that.
Understood. So, have you tried not having a shadow? Yeah. If you just turn off all the lights, you won't have to worry about spiders.
Yeah. No. Like, I can just imagine turning off the lights and being like, there, don't have to worry about spiders. But then I have to worry about my imagination of where the spiders are. Like then it gets real scary.
Have you tried turning off your imagination?
No.
Okay.
I don't think that's possible.
Hunter's Boon. A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant to the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. So, trophies from slain beasts, it's showing a wolf here, so maybe we're looking for, like, a tooth? Or something like that. I don't think a tuft of fur, but yeah, I'm assuming like we're looking for like a wolf tooth, although it could be from a different kind of animal. This looks like a tooth. I don't know why. I guess I was so close to the other side of the screen that it shifted it. Anything else? I think that's it. Okay. Shift. How do we do a closer examination? Ah, right click. Yes. Okay. Color and composition. Yellowy brown. It's a yellowy white color. Sense of touch. Smooth but with hard ridges. Okay, move the cursor over different parts of the object to inspect it. And then smooth. So this might be an actual tooth. Scent and sound. I have nothing to remark. It doesn't smell or sound like anything. Inner perception. It gives me a sensation of power. So by the power of Grayskull or something. Let's go ahead and temporarily we'll use the red ones for ones that we haven't figured out. Hunter, charm, question mark.
I'm glad you're using the labels. I thought that was really helpful because I remember you were talking about when we were doing Strange Horticulture. We could have done so much more with the labels.
Yes, we really could have. Well, I'm not seeing anything else that could really fit that. So, dude, I'm hoping this is your hunter's boon. Okay. Hunter's boon. This is a tiger's tooth. Okay, tiger. A trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Yeah, so we did that one right. We got a Selenic totem. Okay, so book contents discovery. We get more book content stuff for each of these things that we solve. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with sentiment or feelings, such as leverage. Okay, so it's just adding more pages to our
If you get
book
to the
here.
point where you want me to read something, let me know. Because
Yes.
you read very fast, so it's hard for me to keep up. So I'm just saying.
Okay. It automatically relabeled it for me, Hunter's Boon. But let's go with yellow as the label for completed one. So anything that we have finished, we will hang up in a different spot from the stuff that we're still figuring out. But yes, we will have you go ahead and do some of the voicing too. By the way, the clock keeps going, but it doesn't appear like it goes past 3:10. So, hey,
Can you do anything?
I just noticed. Oh,
What? Okay, I didn't notice that in the demo.
it lets us know the phase of the moon, I think.
Okay,
I'm guessing that's what's happening.
that's all I got. I don't know.
It
That makes sense. It looks like the moon.
I assume it is currently waxing, and we have a little bit of a crescent, so it's not a new moon, but it's close to it.
Okay.
On this particular Thursday, on the first day. All right, good to know. More information.
You might need to know.
Jack
it for something
Hungerford. You want to do him, or do you want me to do it?
You do Jack Hungerford.
The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide darker deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed. 2 winters gone.
Was it just me, or was he like looking to
Creeping
the side?
dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out.
Yeah, stare at his eyes.
You're gonna stare at his eyes?
Because I thought he was like looking to the side, like he was like paranoid or something.
A shadow hold. A shadow hold, or oshadic vessel, is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle, or some sort of box, can be used to contain an oshadic spirit. Manifestation known as
Makes
creeping
sense.
dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. So, like, it draws it in, and then it's more difficult for it to get back out because it's wider on the entrance. Probably. Let's see, oshadic spirit. Okay, yeah. So that just takes us to the other portions.
Okay,
of
that
it.
makes sense.
Okay. So yeah. All right. No, I clicked the wrong thing. What was I on?
Selenic shadow thing. There.
Shadow hold. Yeah. Shadow hold. Okay. So and then dark. Okay. Yeah, I see. So it can take you to various other reference points. Okay. Good to know. So that pattern. That pattern looks like it's on here. Like a very, very similar pattern. So let's go ahead. We will get that one down. This one maybe.
Okay.
Yep. Since the pattern seems to be the important part, let's go ahead and we will take a look at both of these. All right, color and composition. Play with a cork. Nothing distinct.
I feel like it's this one.
Sense of touch. Hard, somewhat rough. Markings have been carved in. Those are the spongy sense and sounds. It's pungent. Inner perception. Nothing to remark. Okay. Yeah. So since we don't have it known, possible shadow catching device?
You could call it, what is it, like a container? Like,
And then let's take a look at this one.
I guess device is easier since it's...
Bronze. Okay, so it just has the shapes. It doesn't necessarily show an entrance exit sort of thing, unless I'm wrong. Sense of touch, raised detailing.
Yeah, I don't think it's this.
Nothing to remark. My heart feels lighter. Did it say anything about how it makes you feel when we were looking up the device? Heart feels lighter. Might catch shadows.
I like how you're like writing notes for it. I did not do that for the demo.
Okay. Oh, my notes were too long. It's not even gonna to have it right there. Okay, so let's take a look again at what the shadow hold says, because
They'd,
we have two
abbreviate.
candidates this time. All right. So container. Yeah, the other one isn't really a container. Only one of these really holds something.
Yeah,
Container.
there's only one container. The other one's like a pendant.
Yeah. So because it's just a pendant, not a container, I'm assuming it's going to be this. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Do you back me up?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
All right, we vote. Okay, cool. So we got a shadow hold. The item is a container of some kind. Okay, yep. So by focusing on that part, we got it. The design on the bottle is the same as the sketch. True. All right, and then we got more details going to our book for sun-related. So let's go ahead and we're going to change the color. Finished. And we know what it is. Question mark.
So light green, yellow rather, is finished.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with so far.
Okay.
And then red's when we're like trying to figure it out. So far. We might need to mix in other colors if we get a whole lot of detail. All right, one more customer coming up. Hey, it's the same mail guy. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? Can't remember ever seeing anything like it.
It's a spooky town.
Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Thanks, David.
Obviously, we believe in dark omens. We wouldn't be, wouldn't be running this shop.
We need our customers to, at least.
Yeah, it's true.
We discovered some papers, hidden desk drawer, in the boatyard boatyard. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. Let's remember that about Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones likes to burn things. Mr. Jones equals Pyro.
Pyro Jones here.
Pyro Jones.
All right. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across the entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. Okay, so hidden desk drawer in boatyard last night. So let's go ahead. Boatyard. It's going to be somewhere over here. So this is like 23, 24. Maybe 8? Yeah, the boatyard. Okay, 8 is the boatyard. So, the boatyard. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timbers covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weed. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from Strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me to the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water, and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of browned papers out of the desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Good little illustration for it, too. I like those details that they added.
Yes.
It really helps the atmosphere. All right, so sleep vessel. So this is going to be more details for our book.
I do have one complaint about the game. I wish I like the music, but I wish there would be like different tracks, Because I already know that there's not. Because if it's like Strange Horticulture, it's going to be the same track. And sometimes I just like to switch it up sometimes.
Okay.
So that
Yeah,
is my one complaint.
that's legit. I wasn't even noticing the music until you pointed it out.
But I like it. But it does. The music does set the atmosphere. I guess it's okay. I get like I'm one of those people that if I keep hearing the same track, it never changes. I don't know. It starts to bug me.
Mhm. All right, so we got more information on sleep vessels for our book. Oh, and well, it's all in the book now. Whatever all that was, it's all in the book now. Apparently, as an afterthought and somewhat reluctantly, man gives me something else as I'm leaving. I have no use for it. He says, don't even know what it's for. Okay.
So we
So
got an item discovered. The hell is
it's
this?
got 6 points to it. It has serious symbology going on. It has like 3 of that same symbol around another symbol. I'm not sure if we have enough room. Yep, we do. Okay, we can cram it in there. And
It's for a cult, isn't it? I think if you need to, you can go to the left and there's more, maybe.
for storing.
Yeah, and I
Yes.
think there's yeah. So if
Yeah,
you
and
really need to,
there's more on the left, and then there is more on the right.
and then I guess we're gonna have to unlock that stuff over that's behind the the screen.
Oh, hey, we're getting new stuff here. Let's open up the archive and put the done stuff in it, and then look what else has opened up. A thing for people. The thaumaturge,
thing.
Eli White. Do you want
Not
to go
a
ahead?
cupboard or a cubby for.
No, this is where we keep our people.
This is where you are in the cubbies over here.
You want to do this
It's
part?
just the way you said it made me think like, wow, we're a really weird store. Okay, the Thaumaturge. Which actually there is a game called the Thaumaturge that I have.
Yeah.
I should probably play again, but that was a fun game too.
You were having a good time with it.
I did not know what a Thaumaturge was until I played that game. I had never heard of that word before.
And now it's getting around.
Yeah. Eli White. Eli is a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. Well, yeah, I would expect so. And you know what? If Jupiter likes Eli, he's probably all right, is my guess.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many cats like bad people.
Visits day 1. Okay, so is that just going over when he what
Yes.
he said to us?
Yeah, so in case we wonder what somebody has said to us, we can go back and get reference to it here.
Okay, so that's good to know.
Mm.
I don't remember if like they did have that in Strange Horticulture, but I don't remember if they had it like in this menu or not in Strange. It's been so long, so I just.
It also lets us know that we're going to have at least 8 more characters. Going to be.
That's true.
Speaking of important, Hazzie.
Devourer of souls. Jupiter. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, made it his home. I kind of half wonder, because there's a cat in Strange Horticulture. Can't remember the cat's name.
I do not believe it was this cat.
But it was a black cat.
Yes.
And I wonder if like there is like something like I don't know what they're
Cat
doing with
mafia.
the games. Yeah, like if the cats maybe are actually the ones running that would be really interesting. Like there's a cat cult or something going on like that. That would be cool. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents.
Great. So we know 2 out of the 10 characters. So that was good. It had an exclamation mark over here letting me know. I'm not going to hit this yet because I think that might end the day. So I'm gonna continue doing all this sort of stuff first before I do any of it. But I think clicking this might do that. So we figured out what clicking a lot of the stuff does. Stanley Hume. I want an well, that's a lot of S's. Ossic ring. Ossic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. All right, an Ossic ring.
Why does he talk like a snake?
Ossic.
I wonder if Ossic has something to do with snakes.
That's
what I think.
That would be interesting if it does. All right, what's an Ossic ring? Hey,
Snake.
good catch, Hazzie.
There was 3 S's. I was like, and then he started talking like
ring.
a snake.
Yep. The somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Fortune, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Corchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Okay, so we're going to look at for some serpent or goddess-looking stuff that actually has a hissing coming from it when we listen to it.
Okay.
So that's going to be interesting. And it's a ring.
It's a ring, so like a ring that you put on, or is it just like round? You know what I mean?
Just
like
round, I think.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, I don't think we have a ring, but okay. So let's look at all the round things that we have.
I was thinking that there'd be something that would really stand out.
I already can't remember what the other stuff is other than a ring now.
Serpent stuff.
Oh yeah, snake stuff. Does anything look like
Closest I
serpents?
know of Ossic, it would be related to ossicle, a small bone in the ear.
Isn't there like a god or something though that has something to do with like snakes? I don't know.
There are. This one doesn't have. I was thinking that these might be snake shapes, but I've on closer look seen it isn't. So
I didn't really know. I'm actually reading. I don't really know.
we have everything here.
I don't know, but nothing reminds me of a snake. Do we need? Have we looked? Can we look at our book? Would that help?
I can take a look at the book again, yeah.
Oh, that was what we saw. Was the
Okay. Originally made as offerings to the goddess Corchin, but fell out of practice. They're hard to come across now. Some say you can hear Corchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. So yeah, it from what they're showing, you got intertwined, what would be serpents, and then we're looking for we're looking for something that has a hiss sound. But there isn't macabre objects. Okay, so maybe something that's made out of like creepy stuff.
It's all creepy. That's why it's called
This is made out of
Strange
bones.
Antiquities.
Hey.
Oh, that's made out of bones.
Did you hear it?
Hey, it might have something to do with what Dale said, because he said about the ear, the bone in the ear, and these are bones.
Hazzie.
Something with snakes.
A soft sound, like a serpent's whisper, emanates from within.
Oh, okay, well.
That's why I said, did you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it, but I wasn't sure.
All right, so bone is yellowed white with some kind of twine holding it together. Hard, somewhat rough, coarse fibers. Then yeah, that's when we hear the serpent sound.
So sound is
some evil quality to it.
Scent and sound can be really important here too. Then
yeah,
so we shouldn't just like ignore.
Yeah, it was one of the other ones where like never or almost never had like a sound from it.
Yeah,
but this one does. So
I think that's interesting because Dale had pointed out
possibly.
Dale pointed out about an ossicle, a like small bone in the
ear,
and that's made out of bones, and we could hear it. So that's interesting.
So thank you, Dale. You put 2 and 7 together and got chair.
I would like to learn how to get. figured it out anyways.
All right, let's see if Ossic Ring is it. Cool. I mean, once the sound was there, it really seemed to make it. Made of bone, this item satisfies the description. Okay, so yeah, that's the only thing. I was really thinking a ring, like rather than a hexagram, and I was thinking maybe it would be more snake related, but no.
Well, a ring.
But the sound.
They just mean that's still round-ish, so I think that's why it could be considered a ring too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gail said, "Oh, it was Arl. That's a great point." All right, closer inspection confirms a hissing noise. So yes, luckily we got that been identified, and we have more stuff for our book. Where did it put it? Yeah, we're going to update you to a yellow now. And if we get a whole bunch, we're gonna actually we'll kind of separate them in different categories.
Fairy ring isn't a literal ring either. What is a fairy? Because when you say that, it makes me think of the excavation of Hobbs Barrow,
That's
and they
true.
had the fairy, like the round rocks on the ground. That was a ring, and the
Their fairy
fairies
rings
buried
weren't
stuff.
what you would think of as a ring
Yeah.
traditionally. Yeah, good point. Good point. So, misdirection. Keep that in mind. We need to be keeping in mind that they will do stuff to throw us off. Edmund Bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what.
So why
A
would
voice
we know?
of Cernunnos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Voice of Cernunnos. Cernunnos. Cern. Let's just go with Cern.
I think it's hilarious that these people know what they're coming.
Because the other one wasn't like that?
Yeah, in this one, they know what they're coming for. And part of me is like, can we just ask them? Do you know what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Because they seem to know what they're talking about. But then in Strange Horticulture, they come to you with their symptoms. And then you have to figure it out.
And sometimes you had to diagnose.
But in this one, they know what they're asking for. And we're giving them stuff we're not really sure. I mean, you kind of didn't necessarily horticulture. But I just think it's kind of funny that they know what they're asking for. Where it's like, I'm feeling these symptoms. I don't know what I need. You give it to me. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Dale, a fairy ring is a circular patch of grass made darker due to the presence of fungi, often related to the belief of fae dancing nearby. No, not a belief. It's true. And Cernunnos. Hazzie, when we were, when we didn't know whether our child was going to be a boy or a girl yet, wanted to go with Haven Faye for first and middle name.
I think that would have been.
That would have been really good. We just need to tell our son now. No, you're getting it changed. That was better this way. Not that his current one isn't really cool.
He
too.
has a badass name.
You did a great job. All right, Voice of Cernunnos. The name Voice of Cernunnos, I'm probably, is used to refer to any bronze. Okay, bronze, torque that has certain imbued property, and it said Cernunnos wearing his torque. So I'm assuming that the torque is the necklace, because that's about all he's wearing, except for his belt,
he's got a
loincloth
staff,
thingy. But he's not wearing a staff.
I mean, he's got a belt with a buckle.
Yeah, so it's either the necklace.
Oh, it's got to be
or it's
something
the
he's
belt.
wearing.
Yeah, see.
What about the things on his arms? Gonna be on his.
The like high up bracelets. Yeah, but they're not on full display.
That's true.
Like they're either making it about this, which is intricate, or they're making it about this. Like they're showing. They always go into the stuff that's bigger in details.
But what about?
Anyways, we're gonna look for a bronze thing that looks like either of these.
What about his antlers?
He's not wearing antlers. He has antlers. That's like saying you're wearing your hair.
I don't know. I've never worn antlers before, so I couldn't say.
Well, get to it, Hazzie. All right. has certain imbue properties with skill. Such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with antlers of a stag, and often wearing or holding a twerk. So, I'm assuming it's speaking of the necklace, because you normally wouldn't hold a belt.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to look for a bronze-looking thing like this. And this looks bronze to me.
Read
Color and
everything.
composition. Bronze.
Okay.
Touch. Uneven texture.
Did it say that
Did
in
it say-
this? I already don't remember.
Which one are you wanting?
Did it say that it was the texture? Say anything about the texture in the book? I already can't remember.
It didn't say anything about the texture, but it said bronze.
Okay.
And so far we're meeting that.
I mean,
that
at least
standard.
we're meeting that.
Yeah, and then the sense of touch, it's just saying uneven. Nothing to remark about scent and sound.
Okay.
Inner perception, nothing to remark again as well. So, we're gonna go with red since we don't know for sure, and we're gonna call it a twerk
A twerk.
of a certain.
A twerk. Okay.
No.
Nord.
It was a tark or torque.
Twerk. Twerk.
I'm just having fun with it.
So that dude with antlers had the twerk.
The dude with the antlers twerks with his antlers on. He's very talented. All right, let's see if this is a voice of Cernunnos. All right,
Okay, got it.
we are 3 of 3, or however many it's been.
I don't know.
This item is made of
I
bronze,
don't know.
so we got that part. Similar looking item appears around the neck of Cernunnos in the sketch. So yes, this is a torque. Yes, exactly, Dale. Take that, Cernunnos. I don't think he just takes it. I think he gives it.
the twerk.
Our son one time kind of ticked off at us, and so he kind of runs up with his butt at us and starts gyrating, and we're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm twerking at you," and we just cracked up. Like he thought we would be offended, and we were just cracking up.
God, yeah, I forgot about that. That was funny.
So
Our
he
son-
never did it again.
Our son, though, is kind of a comedian.
He is. Got a good sense of humor. All right. So, voice of Cernunnos. And we got more contents for the book. Let's go ahead and we will change the label here to yellow, indicating that we have
We
completed
have
it.
it done. I kind of feel like red should mean we have it done because it means stop. You
Okay.
have it done.
Okay.
But
You want me to do that?
nah, but just I don't want to change all of it. It's like a pain in the butt. I mean, does red make sense for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
like, stop? You have it figured out.
No, if it makes sense to you, we will do it that way. It's not a big change on my part.
I mean, does that make sense to you?
What do you want me to do? The ones that we're still questioning.
That's a good questioning. I mean, yellow is kind of like in between.
So we have this. Green is kind of go.
Green
you know?
is go. So I mean, I guess that one could be we got it done or whatever. But I feel like red is more stop. You've got it figured out.
Mhm.
Green is like you don't have this figured out at all.
Yeah, when we don't have much figured out, green, and then maybe when we're getting there, yellow,
Yeah, I think
and
so.
then red is when we're done,
Yeah.
and then these will be for whatever. Although my color blindness, I'm not seeing almost any difference. One's
It's a
slightly
tiny
darker. That's
One's
it.
like more white and the other's more gray.
Okay, so it's not just my color blindness.
Mm-mm.
Okay. 'Cause sometimes I'm just like, yeah, that's a different color, sure.
Yeah, when they make them just a tiny bit different, it's hard to tell.
Okay, that was the end of the day. Let's go ahead and take a look at our additional characters. So, the ornithologist, Edmund Bishop. You want to read this one as well?
Sure. The 14th Lord of Gleeston Castle is a man of wealth and privilege, like the 13th before him. He is a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages of the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. I was about to say Cumbria sounds familiar from something like Vera,
Mhm.
but that wasn't the same. That was Umbria, I think.
Yes.
So, but Cumbria sounds very familiar.
But they're making this one like it's more related to like our globe
Hmm.
Like it's not a fantasy universe, whereas the other ones seem more fantasy universe.
Yeah, that's true. But I think Cumbria. I think it's like similar but different.
Yes.
So, but you know, the devs that made this, I think are. I want to say they're Norwegian, but I think they're from one of the Nordic countries. I can't remember.
Okay, good to know.
So, but but it does give me vibes of like England
Hmm.
is what I get from the game. His students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand.
Yeah, see, so they didn't talk about anywhere outside of the country before in the previous
Actually, that's
game.
a
And they definitely didn't speak of any universities or anything. So we're getting a greater scale of the game. And it is like more associated with our universe, even if there is a lot of occult stuff taking
our
place.
world at least.
Yeah, just a
We
variation
don't know
of
about the universe. They don't.
Yeah.
I don't think touch on that.
it. Yeah, good point. Good point. I might be blowing it up portion a little bit with that there. That's our end of the day. We got a whole bunch of stuff added. What I would like to do is I want to, at the end of each day, I want to try and identify a couple of things
Okay.
that we have that leading into the next day. Now,
Okay.
if I tried to do it all right now, we would just be standing here for a while waiting.
Doing it.
So I'm just going to try to go through a few, see if I can figure something out. Got stone with a blue gem, orange, turquoise. And then this, we don't have a book on symbolism yet. Then this is silver. This is gold. And this whole thing is gold. Okay, so stone with 4 gems. Sense of touch. Cool. Oh, and it's warm. Okay. So we're getting cool and warm together with different gems. No smells or sounds. Inner perception. Nothing to remark. Okay, so we know very little. Cool top. Warm bottom. And with
Although
gems.
top and bottom may not matter.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's going to matter, but
It's like you could turn it on the side.
that's what I got so far. Okay, this one also has gemstones. A pinkish gemstone, orange gemstone, and a black gemstone. With they're calling the whole rest of it gold. That sense of touch. It's all cool. The touch. Nothing to remark about that. Nothing to remark about that. So bottom, where is this? Indeed. All cool. 3 gems with gold. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and do 2 more. Ready. Okay, so we have a crescent like a moon here, done in gold, with stone beneath that. This warm, hard and cool. So we are getting different temperatures on several of these items, so maybe that isn't going to be as important, since it seems to be a fairly common occurrence. But warm, hard and cool. The engraved detailing, so it's engraved, not just a natural part of it. Scent and sound, nothing. Inner perception. No inner perception. Gold,
So
stone.
when I think about it now, I do find it interesting that the doves are from a Nordic country, but you know, like Northumbria is like Nordic has Nordic roots.
Yeah, because of the sacking of Lynn's farm and all that.
Yeah, so that's why it's interesting.
Hazzie knows all those sorts of details because she was a Viking herself in many playthroughs. She sacked that place a ton in Crusader
Oh, I
Kings
guess
3.
that's true in Crusader King.
You made those people pay in blood and gold.
I didn't really know that much about it when I did it then. I was just like, I'm just sacking these places.
You're like, whatever, East England.
It wasn't
pay
until
up.
I started watching a lot of like British mystery
Mhm.
stuff and British dramas that I started noticing that.
All right, we got a bronze object. Once again, 3 of these symbols around a third different symbol. Cool and smooth with engraved symbols. Nothing. Oh, a sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of the mind. So that's different. This is the first time our inner perception has gone off on these. Okay. So,
Wonder it has something to do
crackling
with symbolism.
energy. This was bronze. 3 symbols around 1. Okay, so that was 4 of them labeled. So I'm going to try and do that between the days, so that we have a little bit more detail, so I don't have to like look everything over each time. All right, I'm going to hit this.
Have a
This
fear
is
within me. Let it take.
this that's our dread, I think.
Oh, did
That's our dread meter. I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Did it go up?
No, I clicked on it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty sure that's our dread meter. So in the previous game, as you make mistakes, your dread meter builds up until you go insane. I wonder
If you make too many mistakes. Let's not make too many mistakes. I
Hey.
think you can make it go down though.
the symbol. The symbol in there and the symbol for reaching insanity are the same.
Oh.
The symbol in the middle?
I wonder if that symbol has to do with sanity or insanity. Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what we would want to do is we want to find out the symbols around it, which, do you see it's also right here?
Mm-hmm.
We need to find out what those other symbols are, but it looks like the inner one is insanity.
If you go down to the bottom, there's a bunch of symbols around the desk. Did you like what you just took out of the drawer?
Let's close the map first. Oh, no. Didn't mean to click on that. Okay, random trip to Wordsworth Library on accident because I was just clicking on it. Okay.
Hopefully
The
this
Wordsworth
doesn't.
Library is a quiet haven of books and knowledge. Its shelves well stocked and well kept. A place where time slows and every turn of a page. A place where time slows with every turn of a page. The librarian, Simone, sits at the desk, her focus fixed on her work, as always. I found some old books that dig into the history of Strange Antiquities, he says, without looking up. Very old, you know. I'll be sure to visit if I uncover anything useful. Okay, so that didn't backfire. Good. All right, let's go ahead. Close.
Was concerned.
There we go.
Not like give red.
All right, you were referring to this symbolism?
Yeah,
all around the edges?
Yeah. I think it has something to do with it. I bet
And then we
you-
have this excess one.
I think it's gonna open something else up
Mhm.
because that seems like what kind of they did in Strange Horticulture too.
It is. They had something like that. And it's going to fit into one of them.
I just don't know which.
So we're going to need 3 more, I think, in order for that to take place. All right.
But do you see any like sanity
No,
symbols here, or
I do not see that insanity symbol, which this I do not see it on any.
okay?
I don't see the other one that was around the
Okay, well then I
Um,
guess it has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, this is the only thing that we have. It's that we haven't figured out. It's about the pattern. Produce a field of sorts. Place an object over thematic lens. Do we have a thematic lens?
You had a magnifying glass. What's a thematic lens?
I think it's going to be something that allows us to see the field,
I didn't
the
even
thematic
know-
field.
Okay.
I think we're going to need to get a thematic lens. I think it's something that
Or
we're
you
going
mean
to unlock.
thaumic?
Sorry, I almost said.
Sorry.
Sorry for the thaumic field. Okay, the thaumic field with the
Gosh.
thaumic lens. Yes.
Okay, I was like thematic. I was like as in
Sorry.
a theme.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got very confused there for a second.
I love confusing things. All right. go ahead. So I believe we're good for the day. We figured out 4 of these in addition. Let's end the day. That was a good first day.
Yeah, I think we actually did pretty good.
End of day. It appears that we're going to get 17 days on this one. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backbarrow. Backbarrow. I'm assuming a town. Do we have any familiarity? You got anything?
I don't remember. No.
Okay. Well, we know that they were moving quickly through the night, and it was a dangerous night.
Yes.
As they considered weren't even going to survive. Silver moonlight, so it wasn't a new moon. We know that much. So it could have been on the night that we're speaking of, or several nights previous. But if it was like 2 nights previous, it would have been a new moon, and so there wouldn't have been enough light. That gives us not a lot of information.
I don't know what to do
I'm
with
going
that.
to take a screenshot just so that we have this to look at later if we need that information.
Okay.
And oh, it did it on its own. What'd you find? Oh, hey. Oh wow. So it's having me trace this.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. So
Wonder what it's gonna be.
it looks like 2 wine glasses. Nope. They don't have.
No, it doesn't.
That doesn't go beyond stems. Manticles. Yep. Okay. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. He hid me. So, the escaped prisoner hid him, or
An escaped prisoner ran north.
who's the perspective coming from?
I don't know. He hid me.
It sounds like it's the perspective of the prisoner.
I have no idea.
but the first sentence isn't speaking about it from their perspective.
Yeah.
So it's talking from the perspective of the escaped prisoner, but it's referring to them running northwest. Okay, well that's useful information. I will take a screenshot in case that's useful for us.
Is there? Maybe we should look at the map.
Yes, indeed. That'll be the first thing that we. Friday day 2. Hey, they're wanting us to look at the map. Okay. Let's go ahead and blow it up big. There. How do you? What button is making it large?
I don't remember.
Okay, right click. It's right click.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have this information. An escaped prisoner ran northwest, hid me. Okay, let's see if there's a prison.
Yeah,
Or a
look on
jail.
the right at the key.
Woodwood house, boatyard, stock. The old jail. That sounds like a good
sounds
place.
like a good place. But go through everything just to make sure there isn't
Museum of
something that
History,
we're.
spoken word, winning, convent station, the pit. I suppose he could
It
be.
could be the pit, but it's not
that-
obvious.
But that
so
does
let's
not look
work.
like the type. I mean,
It's not.
I guess people could be put in that, but
It's not obvious, so I say not worry. Don't worry about it right now.
Mossy Wood, Galfrey's Tower. Now, it could be like Tower of London type tower. That's a prison, but
Well, that's true.
but let's see what part of town that is. Then if it's like a nicer part of town, then it's more likely just a upscale tall building. Do you see 22? Oh, right here, Galfrey's Tower. Well, we definitely he couldn't have gone northwest from that.
I mean,
He's in
let's
Lake
just-
Undermere now. Okay, so yeah, it's just like maybe this is Galfrey's Tower is like a lighthouse.
Yeah, that maybe. Yeah.
Mary Bell, Bleak Stones, Algarth Hall, Wordsworth Library. We went there on accident. Jacob's Folly, Newmere Church, Strange Antiquities, Royston Farm, Yard, the Eye. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the old jail. Okay, so northwest from the old jail. Thinking that, let's just double check. A prisoner ran northwest. He hid me. First building. Yeah, first building. That's this. Let's check. Okay.
Yay.
Solve your first clue card. So, Friday, because yeah, the first day was Thursday. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing. The struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. That's like you. That's what you would do.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I'm about to
Well-
go get some warm tea. Well, hot tea. Like, let's be honest. Let's be real. Not warm. Warm is not hot enough. It has
Yeah.
to be hot.
You like scorching.
I'm a little disappointed because I have that hot water thing in here, and
But you can't run it at the same time we have multiple PCs going.
well, that and I did try it, and it was not as hot as I remember it because I think I got used to just like all out boiling my water really hot for my tea. So now I'm like, this stuff is too cold.
Yeah.
So because it's like I think the highest temperature is like 212. So
But that's at the moment that it comes out and it cools off very quickly.
yeah, so it's like
Yeah, you're used to like fresh boiling hot and all of that liquid all coming in at once so it holds temperature well. Yeah. Okay. So we found something evil. Or maybe I'm overstepping, but it's certainly not something that I would.
I mean, there looks like there's blood on it.
It does. It does. And claws.
Claws. That's true. There's claws there.
So let's put it up there with the other kind of scary looking things.
Nord's like, these are the nightmares in this cubby hole here.
Yeah, we keep our nightmares over here.
I
Oh, good kitty.
mean, what else
Kitty.
do you keep in your cubby hole?
Good kitty. Good kitty. Good kitty. Are you not
Good
gonna
Jupiter.
attack us if we put the wrong spot? That's good.
But he kind of, oh, he's purring. So cute. Cute kitty. I'm so glad that they put another cat in here. I think all the cats at every like shop they have in Undermere, like I think they should be the ones that are actually like running the town.
Hey.
That's my conspiracy theory of Undermere.
You can move the candles.
You can move the candles. I did not know
Well,
that. Dude, do you know what
you
I'm
see that?
Is it changing stuff? It's changing
It's
the
changing color.
Okay. I can't believe you figured that out. If you hadn't pet the cat, we might not figured that out.
So the one thing,
Do you see that eyeball, the green one, on the pendant to the right? It followed that handle. Does it do that always when you move things around it? No, it does move around. Does it follow it?
following.
It's following it. Oh my gosh.
All right, let's see if it follows other stuff. So it follows
yeah,
what
it
you're
follows
carrying.
what you're carrying.
That's
creepy.
You know what? You're going over here. You're creepy too.
You're a nightmare too. Nightmares
didn't-
over here in this cubby.
Okay, so it's this one. This one's changing the color to blue. Okay. Can we move
Do you
different?
see that there is a thing, like to the left of Jupiter on that same surface
thing?
that Jupiter is on? Yeah, you see that square thing?
Yeah, I have to find out.
Oh.
I have to find out what to. Let me zoom in on it. I have to find out what to put in here. I was going over the details of it when we
Okay.
first started. It looks
I
like
forgot
it looks like a
already.
7 petal flower symbol, and it has 3 prongs. One going down, one going almost a little bit above left, and then like left and down, and then one going to the rightish. And as you can see, it looks like there's hinges. So I think
Yeah.
there's going to be something that will unlock when we find the right key for it. The closest thing to that might be this. So far, but I just don't see anything that really fits as a key.
We just
I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back down for now.
I don't remember looking at it, that's why I was like, what,
No, that's
can
okay.
we look at that?
No, you were probably focused on chat. Are you ready?
Yep.
First customer of the day. Verona Green. Hey, we've seen her before. You want to do this, Hazzie?
Well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of bed. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Hermetic.
So this might give us
Hermetic.
some details on the symbolism.
Oh, that might be good. Let's thumb through.
Okay.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to look at the cover first. I'm taking my time.
Sorry.
Remember, I'm looking at it through the stream, so
Yeah,
I'm
so you're
just
seeing
like
it on delay.
yeah, I'm a little bit delayed. Hermetic Symbology.
So you got the
Quentin Holmes, wasn't that a character in Strange Horticulture?
I believe so. I believe Quentin was in it.
Quentin was in it, yeah.
I'd have to look it up.
And it has like symbolism here on the cover even.
Yeah, but the triangle, square, circle. You have an eye over here, another triangle with a circle in it, upside down triangle with another triangle, and then this is like the man shape from some early Sanskrit.
That's true. That's true. I was gonna say it looks like a box with legs.
Okay, so there's the thaumic disciplines. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines, representing the following symbols. So there's the celestial, which includes the Selenic, i.e. of the moon, or the Dradic, of the earth. And the difference between those, you have the big circle on the top and little circle on the bottom, what it switches to. But otherwise, it's the same triangles and circles. That a lot of change. And then the diurnic of the day and noctic of the night.
Diurnal. I don't know what diurnal means, but I guess I will have to I know that means.
The switch there, the circle moves down a bit. The circle moves down quite a bit. And then the individual, which is mentic of the mind and weixic of the body. And have the line continuing of the circle switching places. So it seems like circle switching places is a big theme with that. Okay, imbuements. Calm, confusion, death, life, paralysis, poison, truth. Hazzie.
Diurnal means of or during the day, or also daily of each.
Okay. Well, that's...
I feel like that before.
Well, diurnal is
diurnal.
including the noctic of the night here as well.
Yeah.
So
that makes a lot of, even the symbology kind of makes sense, because like the sun, so the bigger circle is at the top.
Yes.
And
anyways, we were talking about that one. That one is truth.
oh, it's okay.
This is the one that we kept seeing. It's on our thing.
Yeah.
Protection. Here's the insanity, so we were right. That is insanity.
Yeah, we figured that one out on our own. That's kind of cool.
It's the protection around that insanity. So it's 3 protections around insanity.
So, it means
so maybe
like
it's protection
against or
yes.
Sanity? Or insanity,
yeah,
rather.
Protection against sanity. I got that one. Let's start handing that out. I think they hand that out in Washington, D.C. Oh my god. Damn it. There's a thaumaturge giving those things away and it's causing problems. Oh my god. But yes, protection from insanity. Actually, I'm just going to close this right now so I can get to labeling that before we forget. Crackling energy. Crackling energy. Protection from insanity. And one day we'll find a protection from sanity as well.
From sanity. That would be funny.
Okay. Any of these other ones that we've really seen yet? Elements, we got earth, air, fire, water, light. Dark, that was on the cover of the book. Oil, soap, tallow, urine. Well, verdigris? Vinegar, wax, antimony, arsenic, bismuth. Yes?
That looked like the key that we are saying we needed to open that one thing that comes out of the.
No, no, that was it had multiple on what would be this spot. Antimony, arsenic, bismuth, magnesium, phosphorus, platinum, potassium, zinc. Hey, here's Jupiter's symbol.
Oh, cool.
So in case we find anything for that. Lead for Saturn, quicksilver, Mercury, silver the moon, and Mars, gold for the sun, copper, Venus. Seasons: autumn, spring, summer, winter. That makes sense. I mean, this looks like an acorn leaf. Just a full sun, and then the snowfall, fog, hail, lightning, rain, snow, storm, thunder, wind, cold, frost, heat, blessings, orange god, rebirth, spirituality, triple goddess, which is not witch sign. I think we've seen the witch sign on some. Which sign? Yep, right here. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna get you getting to our first clients. Sorry, I just which sign? With moon. We have a witch sign with moon. We have some stuff going on. All right. Well, now we have 2 books and a happy cat, and we made a customer. Wait. Tess Sherwood. You want to do it? You're eating.
I feel paralyzed.
I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. Well, if you're looking for love with horns, that's probably going to be difficult, but we'll do what we can. Unless you think it's going to solve.
She is looking
Horned.
for love with horns.
All right, so horns. Antlers kind of count as horns, right? Horns. Nothing that looks like it's crafted out of horn. This might be. I don't think it's likely. Don't have a lot of space. Let's move. All right. And I guess technically, like it could be like a horned owl or something.
It's a shackle.
All right, horned shackle.
With shackles.
So let's see if a horned shackle is a thing. Horned shackle. Horned shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as a pendant, but are more commonly totems of some kind. So we're looking for a totem or a pendant. Now, we haven't gotten the things that let us know the difference between totems and pendants yet. But, I mean, the pendants are worn around the neck and stuff. But, like, the difference between, like, totems and the other things. Like, I think totems might be on a stand. Whereas there are some things that just, they're the object themselves. Might be wrong. An example of an elaborate horned shackle. So what we're looking for is the horns. This other stuff is just elaborate decoration. Sensitive touch. Hard and rough.
I heard what I need is a horned shackle. I'm like, where the hell did you hear that? I can't think of anybody who would tell me that's what I need.
Yeah, this doesn't seem to be it. We need smooth. Yeah, this is. It's none of this is saying smooth. Pointy. This part feels smooth. Okay. Rough and pitted. Let's continue. Just wood. Nothing. This is the only one where we got smooth horn so far. Horn. Bull. So far out of all of our choices. Polished. polished and smooth are not necessarily the same.
Is that even horns? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was a stretch by me too. By looking at this one. I was just thinking that it could be, but and overcome by a warm, loving emotion. I don't need to write owl. I can see that. I was gonna write owl.
Owl.
Okay.
That's a hint to what it is. An owl.
Okay.
I just thought it was a pine cone with a bird's head.
Special one. Okay. I'm almost positive it's this. Let's double check. The only one that this part feels smooth, like it's been polished by like repeated use rubbing, like those worry stones and stuff like that. Yeah. All right.
Makes sense to me.
All right, lady. Woohoo! Notified. The item has horns. We got that part. Closer inspection reveals that the horns have been worn smooth. Yeah. Follow details. Vestiger. Prevent the spread of disease and pestilence, among other oddities. Flames burn blue in their presence. Oh?
What?
Flames burn blue in their presence.
So that thing to the left there, yeah. Because we had put the candle over.
Vestiger. Orange shackle, we will change your color red because we're done. That's our complete section. And I think I'm going to start... I'll just do that.
I like that they allow us to like overlap items.
Yes, definitely.
Because I don't remember if you could do that in the first game.
I don't remember that either. I do remember like it got packed at points, and I spent a lot of time reorganizing. Oh hey, I haven't checked the moon. It doesn't look any different. I mean, it's only been a day, but it doesn't look very much, if any, different at all. Okay, next customer. Hey, we got our mail. At least the weather is looking a little better out there today. No idea what voice I used for him last time. I'm horrible about that. I do that every time. Okay. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours. For the right price, of course. Kind regards, John Royston. Okay, farm of Royston family.
Right part. Huh? What would we have to do?
He's probably going to charge us. Getting ahead of let's take a look at what we got here. You want to read Verona's?
Yes. The occult scholar, Verona Green. Verona has been a constant in Undermere for as long as the streets have had cobblestones and the churches have had bell towers. She is respected and feared, which she revels in, and she is revered and admired, which she tolerates. Her knowledge of the occult world is second to none, and her expertise has steered the citizens of Undermere away from catastrophe on more than one occasion.
Like the last game.
The near misses of the Selenic Flame and the Woken Dendru are two such events that spring to mind. She is of the opinion that no problem is so great, no obstacle so insurmountable that it can't be diminished by a properly brewed pot of tea. I agree. You. Yeah, it's me.
This is the old you.
And
the Woken Dendru was...
And the me. the present me.
The Woken Dendru was the main thing with the strange horticulture.
Yes.
I like how it's tying it back in, and we get symbology for them too. Yeah. And Jupiter's should. Oh, I was thinking it'd be the symbol Jupiter.
I didn't realize that we had some symbology for them as well.
Okay, so
I guess some of it is more like obvious symbology, like Jupiter has a cat's paw.
All right, so we're gonna be looking for John Royston. Heading there first. Farm, Greywick Farm. Royston Farm, 30. 30. Quarry. Oh, Royston Farm. And yeah, just right here on the Royston Farm. So let's just click it. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates. And after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally. Well, I'm glad we didn't have to part with any of the stuff here, because that would make the game difficult. We got a birdie.
And symbology.
Yeah, like it's got like wind symbolism, and then thing to that. Yep.
Okay, that's like protection.
It does look like the
protection has
protection
the
one,
two.
but it's like the protection one and then some.
Yeah.
You see, like, if it was 2, it would be the protection, but it's 3. Interesting. All right.
Well, but I think that bottom one is part of something else.
Okay. Yeah, that could be. That makes sense. All right, so we have that solved, and so that means go in. Yep. Good. Next customer. Julia Braddock. Want to do this?
Yep. Sorry, she's still coming in on my... Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later and I wanted to bring her something. He lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort.
Okay, a moon heart is what we're looking for.
I just think it's funny because part of me is like, so what's a moon heart look like? It's okay, why I always want to ask the people that come in and they seem to know what they're talking about. I'm just like,
Okay, so this is the first one we're actually going to have to go to the index for. It isn't a thing under Moonheart. Real quickly, though. Lives out on Clanbrook Road and saw Jupiter on Princess Street. I'm kind of wanting to take a look at that. So, Clanbrook Road. Okay, so she's out here. So, just in case you need to know where her grandma is. Okay, sweet. And Prince's Road. Princess. So Jupiter had gone down the next street.
mm-hmm.
Just so we know. So in case we need to know this for some strange reason, I sometimes the littlest details are important here. I don't know why. Hey, there weren't railroads previously, were there? Was there?
I think there were.
There were? Okay.
I do think there were.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while. It's been years since we played, so I don't know.
True. All right. So, we're looking for a moon heart. So let's go ahead and instead of simply going to the context, let's go index. So moon. Moon heart, a Selenic totem. Okay. Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts. Okay, so she wants a Selenic totem. Can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. We sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both Selenic and Noctic. Okay, so that the symbology stuff that we're talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. So, a Selenic totem, moon has joy, stuff like that. Didn't this thing have joy? Warm and loving. Warm, loving emotion. Polished.
It does
everywhere.
have a crescent at the top of its head.
Yeah, it's a moon, and an owl is a nocturnal creature.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to think that this is a Selenic charm.
Hellenic charm question mark?
All right. I'm going to take a look at this though too. Just gold. Nothing. It doesn't make you feel anything. Anything else that's kind of crescent?
There's a horn that's crescent.
Nothing. Doesn't make you feel anything.
Okay.
This has the moon on it. No feelings. So this is the only one that gives us a feeling.
So I think it's that.
Yeah. Here we go. Hellenic totem. Okay, I said charm, but
We're going to definitely want to erase the question mark because I wasn't sure.
yeah. This gives us more information too. So the totems seem to be perched on something, like they have a stand. Good to keep for future references to when somebody's looking for a totem. This is a carved totem. The owl is associated with a knight. It bears a concealed crescent shape. Yeah, we saw that. Using the closer inspect tool tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. So yeah, that's all good.
Of course, an owl makes you feel joy.
And we got more pages for our book.
You ever seen an owl in real life, how they walk and stuff and how they sleep? It's really funny. You can't help but feel joy when you see an owl walk.
Are you saying it sparks joy?
It sparks joy.
Okay, we have a dog that's really wanting to go out, so maybe we should do a break?
Yeah, let's do
But we're not going to be able to use the break scene because it changes the position of our characters.
That's okay. I have a thing.
So we go to the extra thing, right? All right, we'll be right back. Hey, well, I'm back. Hazzie will be back as soon as a hot tea. All that teasing about the tea got her going. She's gotta get her fix. She's addicted. Just a total tea head. But Dale said, Selene being the name of the Greek goddess of the moon, known for driving her chariot across the sky, summoning the moon. Yeah, or isn't it Diana or Diane? Her name being for the Roman version of it, and then of course, Forgotten Realms being very, very imaginative and changing it from Selene to Saloon. What's the preferred kind of tea? Hazzie, are you just having a typical British Tetley tea right now, or are you doing something special right now? Oh, she's doing a pumpkin spice tea right now. But one of her favorites is definitely like Irish breakfast. She has that one a lot too. All right. I'm a fan of a good chai, but don't really tend to drink tea as her. I don't think many people outside of the UK do. Okay, we're gonna go on and find our next. Kind of. Diana is an amalgamation between both Artemis and Selene. Yeah, like that was a funny thing how the Romans went and did that. They simplified when they did that. Sounds very fall appropriate. It is. It is. Getting all the pumpkin stuff in there. Right. We're going to bring in our next customer. I just noticed that the outdoor area that does not match to what I would think it would look like outside here. Unless no, they're coming in from the street. Like maybe that would be out the back looking towards the forest and stuff. Yeah, unless we have like a back entrance or something where they're coming in from. Either way, Daisy Winter, a friend of mine, or former friend, I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. That's not nice. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Lady, you got a lot of necklaces if 3 can get stolen. You have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson. Oh, damn. And make sure it never happens. Whoa, never happens again? Those are strong terms. Okay, I need to make a choice here. There is no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. Okay. I'm not gonna go as far as never happens again. Let's try to discourage her former friend from stealing from her, rather than make sure it never happens again. Dale, it still bothers me that Uranus is the only planet in our system not named for a Roman god. It is odd, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. They're like, we're gonna change the names until we get to this one. But, you know, whatever. Either way. It is what it is. So we need to either find a binding seed or a Zia. Let's find out what each of those are, and then we'll do the lesser version, because I'm not trying to seriously harm some girl who has been doing some petty larceny. So, what were they called again? I am so great with my memory. Binding seed or Zia? Binding seed. Binding seed. Okay, binding seed. These items are made of 2 distinct materials. Okay, so that's important. Representing the Mentic and the Wixic. The mind and the body. The winding path. The mind is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. We're going to have something seed-like in the middle with something winding around it. The binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. And here's a U labyrinth at Castle Morgan, a larger-than-life binding seed. Okay. So, feelings of guilt and shame, I'm okay. I'm okay with, you know, having her ex-friend feel that. Let's see what a Zia is before we move on. Worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart, these innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. Wow, they can be difficult to remove. Okay, that's... Zias are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol on their or other writings upon their surface. So this lets me know that we have a Zia, because we have two options in what we provide here. So I don't want to give it the Zia, but I do want to label it for later so that we know that what it is, and especially so that we don't accidentally give it out to somebody in a way that's going to cause harm. So we'll come back to that, but first we're going to look for the binding seed. So looks like a seed wrapped up in stuff. That. No, not really. Okay, this is really all I'm seeing that could be this. It's also two different materials, was said. A dark wood, yew perhaps. Well, hey, it was yew for that other one. Wrapped around stone, and the stone looks the shape of a sea to me. Gnarled, cool, smooth. Work. I don't like how this makes me feel. So yeah, the guilt and whatever, that's showing up. So we're thinking this is the binding seed. I say we, but I haven't gotten Hazzie's vision back yet. But I think she's tea focused.
Well, I'm.
Yeah. Yeah, they found an old squirrel toy, and they're arguing over it right now. And then let's try to find the Zia. So the Zia was one worn about the neck, so it's going to be one of the pendants. Close to the heart. Fear and paranoia, difficult to remove. Anything but wood or clay. No symbol, one item. Oh, one. Yeah. See this? Like, it has to be something with, like, no symbols on it. I don't think this... It should also have a feeling that makes me bad about it. Mark. Mark. Nothing to remark. Darkness is what holds untold fears inside. Eeh. But this is bronze and iron. Yeah, this couldn't be it because this is two symbols. But we'll keep in mind for the future. In a remark. Strong sense of being watched. Huh. What is it made out of? It is... I mean, I guess it doesn't have any symbols carved. It is a symbol itself. Yeah. This could be the Zia. Nothing to remark for the perception. It's supposed to make you feel a certain fear and paranoia. So yeah, I would say it definitely fits. If you feel like you're being watched, I would say that's paranoia. I think that would fit the description. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then I'm thinking that this is the binding seed. We will turn this in, but I think we found out this could be a Zia. I'm going to go ahead and move it over because it's among our labeled, which, speaking of which, go ahead and, as we have some labeled, some not. All right. I believe this is the binding seed. Is that okay to go with, Hazzie? Yeah. All right. Item is made of two materials, wood and stone. We got that. It features a spiral surrounding a seed. So yeah, the stone was a seed. Yeah, that's our binding seed. Excellent. And we got stuff. Whoop. Color. You are done. Mhm. Yeah. Well, there are if you're looking at the symbology, they do bring up the various Wicca related stuff in it as well. But yeah, it neither do I. I really don't. No expertise. All right. Speaking of which, I just noticed that we have pressure plates down. I'm sure that'll come up in. All right, let's go ahead and bring in our next. Emmett Burrows. They found a man just now in that house where the ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like they weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking a libula to see us safely through. This everything all black, no whites to the eyes. But they're not humans. Mm. It can sometimes be a little off-putting, but like normally people have a white to their eyes, but it sounds like they're just. All I know is this is the type of guy who does not die first in a horror game. He's like, screw this, I'm out. Family, we're going. I don't need this. Let's get a libula. Typically, I try to be that. Sometimes I'm stupid, but like if things are looking bad, well, I think you're giving me a lot of credit, but there are times I'm too what's the term? I like to experiment. I like to test so that I know. Whereas you very often are like, we know it's bad. You don't have to test it. So like we were doing a trip. True. But I'll do it in real life. I don't do it as anywhere near as much anymore. But here's an example. We were heading up to go visit her grandparents for Christmas, and we were driving along an icy stretch of the road, and we had a nice Subaru as our vehicle at the time, and I was like, it seems pretty icy. Mm-hmm. Yes. And we were driving from Missouri to Washington State, and we were probably in like the Dakotas or Wyoming or something around that time. Well, actually, it was Wyoming or Montana, one of those two. And I decided, okay, let's find out how bad the traction is. And so I said, hold on, I'm going to test the traction. And I did. I turned one way, then I turned the other real quick. Yes, but I wanted to know. I like to know where the traction braking point is, which theoretically I could have tapped the brakes to get a similar effect, rather than doing it this way. But I turned one direction, then turned the other to see how well the all-wheel drive would compensate, and so we spun out off the side of the road. Now this was a very flat area, and off the side of the road was just on the shoulder, and so there wasn't anything. Yeah, and so I just pulled. Yeah, I just pulled back up onto the road and continued going. But it did answer my question. Yeah. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it if there were other cars on the road. I made sure that there was like a completely vacant area to test that sort of stuff. Like at that time frame, I used to do the same sort of test like in a parking lot, in order to get an idea of where the traction point was. You didn't have to test it. Yes. I see. That's what I'm saying. That was a kind of foolish behavior pattern that I had back in the day, where I would test things to find out where the where the traction point was, as an example. I don't do that anymore. Yeah, I should have shouted for science right as I did it. That would have really been great. Anyways, that's an example, but I don't really. All right, Libula. Yes. Well, hey, in a game, typically the consequences aren't too bad. Worst case scenario, you can start the game over, normally. That's about as bad as it gets. Mm-hmm. Yeah, typically there are no like, well, you lost the game so hard the game will no longer play. you can't install it, you can't anything. That would be super hardcore. Yeah, exactly. A raven and a knocking. That would work. There was somebody who looked like Edgar Allan Poe, remember, in the first one? Well, there was someone that really looked like him in the first game. Anyways, a libula. Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. So they're kind of looked down on. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom. Okay, so we're going to look for something wisdom. Shows that libula are not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as the old thaumaturges knew well. So we're going to look for a symbol of wisdom. Symbol of wisdom. Wisdom. Okay, might be in this. Wisdom looks like I was going to relate it to an orc symbol. That's probably not going to relate for most people. Anyways, it looks like a door with the top cut out. So somebody had a rectangular pizza, and they still tried to cut a slice out like it was a circle pizza. Okay. And they were not... Not the proper wisdom for how to cut it. Okay. So there's a whole story. I like that. I can remember that for 4 seconds. Well, it's long enough for me to shut the book and then look for that symbol. Okay. So yeah, that works. All right, here's our symbol. Go ahead. It is bronze. Raised detailing. Nothing. What was this thing called? Yes, I know it was called wisdom, but what was the actual item called? All right. Well, remembered something for 4 seconds, like we said. Libula. There we are. Mm-hmm. It works. I think it works. All right, I believe this is our Libula. Is that okay with you, Hazzie? Got it. Item bears a symbol of wisdom. Got some witch's finger stuff and let's go ahead and finished. Yeah. I was about ready to call it a labia and try to make reference, but that's not going to be good. Oblongata. Yeah. Yeah, that's that is. All right. So, end of the day. What we did on the previous end of the day was we identified 4. Let's see if we can look to... Yes, we did. So let's see if we can identify 4 more for being ready for the next day. So let's go with this one first. Since color and composition, it appears to be a fossilized creature of some sort. So like a mollusk or some sort of undersea, like, you know, like the shell of a... but it's fossilized. So it's very likely that this was a serious shell, and if it's a serious shell, then it's like the ocean. I don't know. I think that would be a good question to get answered. But we do know that it has a fossil with stone. This is the only fossilized thing. Hard and rigid. And that engraving kind of looks waterish to me, so maybe it's like a representation of the ocean. Okay. Oh, well, we're all related to something from the sea if you want to go far enough back. Okay. I just got the biggest eye roll. Understood. Oh, it was also, listen to this. I noticed a slight out of body feeling, like my hands belong to somebody else. Out of body. So that is interesting. A possession thing. That's an interesting thing. That could be very dangerous. Yes, a young girl came in because her friend was stealing her stuff, and so we gave her an item that she figured would be stolen that's going to have her ex-friend, if she steals it, cause her to feel guilt. Hey, Nick! It is Friday in-game. All right, so this one is red paint or perhaps blood. I think we should open up the book on symbology to see if we can get a symbol out of this. But I'm going to check the other stuff. Hard and cool. Nothing. Nothing. All right, so... paint or blood. And then let's go ahead and we'll look for the symbol. So we got a swirl, comes down, then circle with a dot in it, and continues down. Let's see what we can. Let's start at the beginning. All right, there's some matching up to calm, but not really. Nope. Is there a way to have this like side so I can see the book at the same time? Oh, that's that. Okay, that would be nice if I can like kind of be able to look at it back and forth without having to do that. That would be a nice function change. Anyway, a little bit like Quicksilver, but not really. We could be getting some summer. Okay, rebirth and spirituality, they're the same thing, but each going different directions. Which direction was it? Okay, so this one is going, if we're going from the center out, it's going counterclockwise. So, rebirth, not, or, yeah, this one's going clockwise. So yeah, this is rebirth. Was that the end page? Is that the end page already? I guess it is. Okay, so we got rebirth with, rebirth, blood, and sun, maybe? Rebirth, sun, maybe? That's what I got so far on that one. And then we didn't actually look at the symbolism with this. So these they actually kind of follow an S as they do it, although some of them go a little bit off. Yeah, let's take a look for that. It's probably going to be either water or air, but we'll see. A little bit of similarity with thunder. Yeah, air and water don't do it. Maybe it's something that we haven't unlocked yet because we're getting new pages to the book as times go on. Maybe we're trying to solve too much at the moment. This is hovering. So either it's very magic or there's something magnetic going on. It's a stone with 3 squares, rhombus or rhombi. It vibrates with energy. Okay. It is rough and pitted. So this is very different. Mark. Thing to remark. Vibrates with energy. And I was about to write down that it's floating, but I should be able to observe that from now on. Now that all right. So that's that's 3. Let's go ahead and get this one down here now. That'll be our 4. Clay. Everywhere is clay. Textured. But it's made pointy on the antlers. It has no smell or sound. Textured, pointy clay. Not a lot of information, but hey, oh, let's change that to the green. Haven't. There we go. All right, that's several more that we've gone through, and let's finish up day 2. So far, we're doing really well. We haven't caused any dread. We have just this, which we haven't gotten anyone killed. That's a good point. A deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head, where he had sliced himself with a diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and did not see out of his left eye. Okay, so we're getting more information about that situation. Yeah. Not going well for somebody. Okay. Having us go there. And I think it's going to have me draw something out again. Am I drawing? Drawing a shape. Maybe a key. Yeah, this looks like a key. Say something.
Have to look. I can say something.
Yeah, see? It's going. I don't know what you're talking about.
See where the
1 second, we're doing some audio stuff.
down below.
See? Right there. It's picking you up. You say
Is
something
it
again.
picking me up?
Yeah, you're unmuted. See? I told you. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Because I didn't see, I couldn't see that, so I couldn't see if it was picking. Like you can see.
Hazzie was worried that when I muted her for break that I hadn't unmuted her. But I did unmute her. I did it right. I am such a professional streamer. I did a thing right once. I'm gonna write this date down. All right. Okay, so yeah, this is looking like a key to me. Day 3, Saturday. Okay. It's got the map out for us. So apparently the key is going to be useful. Hold on a second. Why is it going to be useful? Oh. Okay. Also, it's showing the map and how that should be angled. I think this is the shape of one of these. You see? I think it's the shape of a block.
So that highlighted portion probably important.
Yeah, this specific thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's flip it on its end.
Can you turn it?
Well, I mean,
I don't know if you.
but I'm just saying, let's picture it as if it was flipped on its end.
Okay, okay. They should let us turn it around, in my opinion. But
One of these.
that's a really good.
We just had that part that turns around, and we have that right there. Talking about. So they're saying that there's something right here. Well, we did it right, at least. I was concerned that they were going to ask us to push the exact building, but we're close enough. There is a narrow gap between the two houses, and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside. Slowly, I manage to work it loose, and when it finally comes free, it shoots out of the hard ground and snaps open, revealing its long hidden treasures. Okay, we got 2 more items. So that's cool. We have more stuff to add to our collection. And this is another, like, vial of some type. We have 3 vials?
Are you talking about the container that we gave someone? That was talking about that one up at the top left.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
already
yeah,
been
I
used?
put it up here because we figured it out. Okay, yeah. All right, thanks, Hazzie. Losing my mind. All right, any new phase of the moon? Moon looks the same. All right, that covers that. We still haven't gotten the additional details for being able to figure that stuff out. Let's get our first customer of Saturday. We're working the weekend. Francesca Robertson. You want to do this?
Strange Antiquities don't sleep. Good afternoon, morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you heard about Mr. Hungerford? It seems to be the talk of the town already. I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful an evocant will have some effect.
Okay, well, something attacked her cheek.
Yes.
Jupiter, you be nice.
I wonder if a cat got her. If the cat doesn't like her, if the cats don't like her, I don't trust her.
Yeah, that would be a pretty interesting sign. Okay, we're gonna look for an evocant. Ah, cool. A heart being weighed. Great. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart. Well, hopefully we have a man's heart somewhere in here, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important. It should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. So we're going to actually get to use our scales for the first time. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Okay. Let's go ahead and our scale over. Out our 1 pound. And let's see. What else did we get in details from that? Stone item. Okay. So it's going to be one of these. Nope. Ooh. That's looking very close. Also, this is about rebirth stuff.
Yeah.
So it could help for bringing somebody out of coma.
Is it rebirth or spirituality?
It was rebirth. Spirituality is if it was to go the other direction.
Okay.
Heavy? Heavy? This isn't stone. I think maybe the bottom of this was stone, but all right. That's all of our stone. So that gives us only one option. So I believe this is the evocant. Evoke it. It has been evoked. Evocant. Clues. Item is made of stone. Weighing the item using my scale shows that it is exactly 1 pound. All right, so we got Daedalus Link and other similar. Oh, cool.
Daedalus. Idalic.
Entertainment. All right. Evocant. No, Evocan. Because we'd figured it out. All right. Let's bring on our next customer. Temperance. Parker.
Does that mean it
Yes, it is to evoke something. Are you doing this one?
Oh, I had a quiet. I can't read that.
Okay, I'll do it. I had a quiet chat with
No, I just couldn't
Edmund
wait.
Bishop and the Guilty Ram last night.
Do it.
He's always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. Now continue.
I can tell he's worried, which has got me worried too. Shield charm. I need it.
Continue.
I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. Please. My hair has been windswept.
I don't know how to stop the wind. Okay, that's kind of creepy. Hands coming out of the shadows.
Couldn't stop the wind.
Okay. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect on Oshadic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. So we're looking for something that probably doesn't have precious metals. Shield. Charm, let's see, protection.
Is this?
Let's look for shielding.
It reminds me of druid stuff for some reason.
It is. Druidic stuff going on here. All right, shield. I'm not seeing shield in there?
Protection, maybe?
Oh, good thought process. So protection was the two of them put together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a protection symbol. We have that one, but that's like kind of overkill. It's cheap metal, like pewter. Okay, so it's not a precious metal. They had talked about that. Rough fabric, skilled engraving, nothing. Okay. Shield. The other option that we have right here is this. But like this one has multiple of them, and then it's about fighting the insanity. So that's like super, super. And also it's made out of bronze. And it said it wasn't any precious metal. This one's just pewter. Yeah, I'm not seeing that symbol on anything else. I think we got it. Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Hey, identify 10 items. Achievement. Got an achievement, Hazzie. I'm playing on her PC.
Remember how I told you it was protected?
That's why I followed your advice.
I thought it was.
All right. This pen has a symbol of protection. And we got St. John's Anvil and pictures of shield charm. We will change it on over. Red indicate. There. Okay. We got a fair amount of stuff already figured out. We have 10 down. Not too bad.
No.
Considering we have
Pretty good.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 24 to go. Not too bad for the beginning. Hugh Langstrom. There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed?
I guess
It was
it's good you
hanging
didn't
behind
pick
an
it up.
old shed, all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. There.
That was a
Okay.
quick map.
All right. Get a look at the map. Well, church, maybe cemetery. That could
Forest
be forest, pond,
or lake.
and then he said shed. Go ahead. All right. So let's look at the various areas that have ponds. And all right. So this is the church right here. And then this is another church right. But there's no forest by this one. This one has a forest. And this one has a shed right by the pond with buildings off to the side. Although it's I was about to say, but this one's showing a building right here, but that's probably this building.
I mean, that pond has a little building to
Yeah.
the left of it, just like the other pond. There's a road that goes right in front.
And then this one, there's nothing like that, and you can't really zoom in because it's under your title right here. Any other ponds? There's this, but there isn't enough church and forest nearby. And maybe this? No, that's just a rock. Okay, I'm thinking this is it. Work for you?
Yeah, I think it's that one too.
Saturday. The shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear that it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over the side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mottled green cloak. I find what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eye as I reach for it, and I notice that there is another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. Oh, interesting. So we got 2 for 1. Oh, they kind of have similarities.
Hopefully we're not cursed.
Yeah, hopefully we're not cursed. Good point. All right, let's go ahead and move these over. And they kind of have an amber slash like autumn look to them. So I'm gonna put them with the other one. Kind of fits that motif. All right, ready?
Yes. Sorry, I'm kind of like half watching. Spicy.
Verona is up. There you go.
Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. I've come from the Hungerford house where I've been helping Dr. Robertson looking for any clues about what happened there. There wasn't much to go on. I did find a shattered Oceanic vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dark. There was a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of. And the ravens, very unusual, but at least they seem to have dispersed. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Gleeston Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behavior. But first, I would like a vestiger. Whatever this is, we don't want it spreading.
Whoa.
Didn't you put that on a note?
Yes, conveniently enough, we discovered a vestiger. Let's double check our notes on this stuff. But the big deal from it was this. Do you see, Hazzie?
Yep.
When you bring flame near it, it glows blue.
It was blue.
So let's double check. Used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames turn pale blue in their presence. Yeah, that's the only thing that's ever done that. So, work for you?
Yes.
All right. That's a vestiger. Using a candle, I am able to confirm that flames burn blue in its presence. And we got more stuff for our book. Here, oh, we're already done with another day. Let's.
That felt like it went fast.
That did feel like a quick day. Let's go ahead. We're going to go over our newest person, the Doctor.
The doctor. Francisca Robertson. Growing up, Francisca's father was her hero. When he died suddenly and tragically in a mysterious incident, nobody seemed able or willing to give her the answers she demanded. She grew tired of being fed the same stories that she knew could not be true. As she entered adulthood, she learned how to find things out for herself. And what she learned opened her mind to a world she hadn't known existed, a world of occult melodies and dark articles. She learned about Tormund's paralysis, Hobbs' fear. These names, I've seen them all over the place. You know,
I have the Hobbs fear after watching you play.
The excavation of Hobbs' Barrow, yeah. Yep. Except for, I think Hobb had 1B. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's 2. I don't know. And
to be or not to be?
To be or not to be. And the Sapphire Curse. And she learned that these maladies could be cured.
That's a 5 out of 10. So right along. Seems like things are going pretty well. So with a day complete, try to get a couple more things figured out so that we have it.
How many days did we get to? What day is this?
This has been the 3rd day, so we're going into the 4th.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we go ahead and identify 4 items, and then we'll do that. No, I'm not gonna do the creepy ones. I'm gonna go with these ones. All right, we got gold and silver, warm and vibrating with energy.
Well, somebody comes in here asking for an eye pendant that watches things. We got one.
yeah. That one's pretty easy to know. Okay, so it vibrates with energy, and gold and silver.
Don't worry about spicy.
That seems good enough. Like the explanation that it vibrates with energy. The rest of the stuff you can kind of see.
Yeah, that's true.
Like there's very few things that look golden in this that are golden. Sometimes bronze. It still stands out enough. Like you can tell like this gold. All right. Moving on. Wood with an orange gemstone and gold for the. This is kind of fancy. Warm. Polished. Sounds are muffled in its presence. Oh, that's interesting. Did you hear that?
I'm here, but I'm also trying to deal with the little puppy right now.
Muffled sounds. And yeah. I don't think we need.
The muffled sounds are me trying to deal with the world.
You're trying to muffle the dog sounds so they're not interrupting everything.
I didn't think about it like that. I just meant the way the world's going right now.
Oh, I
me
see.
screaming into a pillow.
You screaming into the void. All right, bronze with an orange gemstone. Feels warmer than expected. Okay, so this is not just warm, but warmer. Nothing. Bronze and warmer.
I feel like we're talking about makeup. Just
Sure,
you
why
need
not?
some more warm colors and some bronzer.
Yeah,
It'll be
let's do that.
okay.
Oh, I think this is a gem. I didn't notice that earlier. Yep, black gemstone. Iron. Whoa. Hear that?
I hear it.
It's like it sends out a sonar ping.
Yeah, like a bat would. That's pretty cool.
Every sound has become both louder and clearer.
Might be somebody that needs to have like
Radar ping
yeah, radar ping. That's a good way to put it.
with iron and not do
It's kind of like maybe it needs to be for someone who needs better hearing.
yeah. If you need to hear barter.
Barter?
Barter.
I can't even.
Okay, and then I need to change the color on this one. Okay, so that was 4 done between the days, like we've been doing. And in a couple of days, we'll have all of our stuff labeled if we keep this up. Let's move on to day 4. I think that's fine, right?
Day 4, yes. So technically, in Japanese, 4 is she, and she means death. So it's kind of a bad.
Or we could go with Yon.
Oh yeah, we can go with Yon. But 4 is kind of bad luck, depending on how you look at it. But also, like, it has something to do with like the aesthetic because it's balanced. Because things in nature aren't like perfectly balanced.
Or square, typically.
Yeah, or square.
Mm-hmm. Sure. End of the day.
I mean, they like things to be balanced, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. But in a natural balance.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than rigid and manufactured. 2 days earlier, the writer and his fellow adventurer, so there were 2 of them at one, were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower. They made a discovery. Their elation at their find would soon turn to horror. Well, this is some excavation of Hobbs Barrow sounding stuff so far. Kirkhead Tower. See if we can find that on the map.
Okay, I don't know
When we get
much
back into
about
the-
Gnosticism, but if any of this has something to do with Gnosticism, somebody tell me, because I know I have an article I had to go and look up about how Hobbs Barrow was about Gnosticism, or a lot of the themes were. So if this has that, that would be really.
All right, we got a key with a spade. And after a disagreement between 2 houses, I was buried behind lock and key. Okay.
Ooh, did somebody die and they buried him?
Sounds like it. But look at the way that they're spelling lock.
Oh.
So
So lock like a...
like a name lock.
Oh. I was thinking lock like... Don't they have that for like rivers and stuff?
Oh, like Loch Ness?
There's like a lock, like they lock it out. It's almost like a dam.
Yes.
I don't really
But-
know
But I don't
very
believe
much about
it's-
it, but
I don't believe the spelling is like.
I don't know either.
I think this is.
I'm just trying to come up with. I'm just trying to think things. That's all. That doesn't mean I know anything.
All right, Galfrey's Tower. Are there any other towers? I'm not seeing any other towers. So I think this tower that they're talking about is in another. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not really following on that. But after a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and.
I have a quarry.
Is
I
there a-
wonder if that's where I played the game, The Quarry.
With a little bit of time difference.
Yeah.
All right.
Into the future.
Do you see any streets named either Lock or...
Actually, look on the key to the right and see
Okay.
if anything's named Lock. There's Lock House number 7.
Oh! Lock just means Lul's Lake. What? Lockhouse number 7. Good eye, Hazzie. Okay, phone. Well, let us know if it's any of the people that we're looking for, because we're trying to find them.
I think it might be here because Lock, it's spelt with an E.
So, after a disagreement between Lock and Key, but what... Where is Key?
Look on the...
Keystone Manor.
That's what I was about to say, yeah.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Lock and Key. Lock and Key. Great eye. I'm loving this map. Me too. This is one of the parts of the game that I really enjoyed about the first one, where you just had to like figure this sort of stuff out in as far as where your travels would be around Undermere. But I believe we're going to be looking right here, since this is behind Lock and Key. Does that work for you, Hazzie?
That works for me.
We got it. And we are at Sunday. A large, flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears an inscription. On this spot, the year 1813, Arthur Kelly did shoot and kill the beloved horse of Wellington Lock.
Oh, he did bury... Remember how I said, I wonder if it's somebody that died and they buried him?
The horse wrote the letter to us.
There was a lot of whinnies.
No, sir, I don't like it. Buried at the foot of the slab, I find an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents, as well as a pistol and another item that catches my attention. Well, geez, I hope we're not bringing a gun in. That's just going to invite you. Maybe we can give that to the authority. But, we do get... Okay, this I'm okay with bringing in. It could be an unspeakable horror demon possessed in stone.
Kind of cool looking.
But the pistol should go to the authority. I'm gonna put it more over here so that we're getting kind of a grouping going on.
I'm not even sure if we can trust the authorities in Undermere.
Yeah. They weren't super helpful, were they? All right. We figured that out. We didn't find anything about that other thing. It is raining hardcore on this day. Do we get any change in the moon? Okay, either I'm checking it too frequently and it's just not changing enough, or it's really not happening. This thing is
That
so
eyeball.
weird, man. All right, here we go. Oh, hey, I just noticed there's a symbol right there. I wonder if we'll be able to do something with that later. Okay, here we go. First customer of the day. Eli White. Hey, it's our boss. Well, the shop is still standing. That's something. Say what you will about Undermere. This town is never quiet for long. We leave a few days, and suddenly everyone's talking about ravens and curses. I'm going to need to find Verona to get up to speed on what's going on. At least I didn't come away from Ravenglass empty-handed. I can always rely on Quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. Quiet Susan. It's an interesting jar. Fairly large, too.
Looks like an urn.
Green porcelain. It's got clasps, or a clasp holding it, with these just holding the feathers. Decorated with gold, porcelain, pinkish gemstones, white feathers, gold. Cool and smooth, with soft feathers. It has a smell like a rotten egg.
Ew, gross.
Okay. Stank jar.
It's stanky.
Put it by itself. All right. Next thing. Edith Moore. Uh-oh. See what she's wearing? I'm not a good person. I'm pushing away the only people I care about. Help me do better, please. I know how to change, but I have to change, but I don't know how. What do I have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? Or what do you have? Yeah, what do I have? I don't know. Anyways, you see what she's wearing?
I can go around saying shame.
Yeah. There you go, Hazzie.
I don't know. I wouldn't do that, but
You see what she's wearing, though, right?
yeah, she's got the
She must have been the one that was stealing from her friend,
so
and
maybe
now she's feeling bad about it.
that one about the hands. I don't know.
All right. Banish inner demons, make the changes.
I don't know what we have to banish demons, but I do know we have a thing that makes it so it'll make her hands not steal stuff, basically. Maybe. I don't know. That's totally me.
Change.
Hey.
Like that.
Demon horn shackle.
Like the horn shackle libula might make sense, but what else there is?
Yeah,
Guilt. She's already feeling that
Very
because she's
feels
wearing this. Green. Fear. Ulgar. Insanity. Thorns. Levitation. Life. I want to get the levitation one. Love. Mentic. Nether. Mind. Moon. Moonheart. Nightmare. Sight. Spirit, pain, path of the warrior, poison, protection, ring, sacrament, Selenic, shadow, sleep, stone, sun, truth, vitality, wandering shroud, wisdom, and wolf songs, truth, wood, and yeah, I'm pretty sure we want to go with change. And
so
looking at the two, it's between the horn shackle, change bestow ability to overcome personal demons. That's what she talked about. Or I wanted to just go back. I didn't want to
close it out. Yeah, I know. That's annoying about
or the libula, which
let's look at
banishes...
the description.
Yeah, it's
Libulas are purported to offer reassurance and she doesn't really need reassurance.
Wisdom. Yeah, this is she needs change.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be the other one.
Horn shackle, right? Name.
Yeah. But can we look at the one about the hands?
What hands?
It said something like it makes
Manos,
it feel
Hands
like...
of Fate?
No.
Oh, good. Thank you.
It said something about making it feel like your hands are doing something that isn't from your body. Like it feels like not your hands. Feels like...
One, notice a slight out of body feeling like my hands belong to somebody else.
Okay, well, we don't know anything about what this is, so never mind. Let's just give her what we do know.
Just whack her over the head with this. She'll stop stealing, all right.
I don't. I was just.
She'll stop doing anything.
Because I was thinking if she's stealing, maybe she needs hands that aren't doing what she's doing.
Yeah, maybe somebody's kind of controlling her a bit. Like,
It
remember we
could
had that
be.
in the first one?
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead and give her that thing with the inner demon.
Jackal, just to make sure. Change dealing with personal demons. Yep, that's it. Here you go, lady. Hey! We did it right again. Has horns. They're smooth. Cool. This little guy has been getting some work done for it.
Who would have known that wooden thing would do that?
Good kitty. Francesca's back, has he?
Okay. Evocant didn't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunate. It's strange, at times he appears almost awake, but he is deep in some kind of trance, and I can't get anything out of him. He seems to be searching for something. I'm beginning to suspect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel to get me through this week.
Okay. Sleep vessel. That's new.
I wonder if it's one of the containers. I don't know.
The 6 points, okay, 6-pointed, of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 Samic disciplines. Blah, blah, blah. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Sounds kind of dangerous. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Yeah, that sounds horrible.
That's why she said, I know I shouldn't do this, but...
I think this is going to backfire. I almost feel bad doing this, but they're not also giving us another option. Like, remember how sometimes in Strange Horticulture, they would ask for something bad, and then we would give them something better, because we're like, no, you're being stupid.
Yes, I remember.
But this time we're just following orders, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right, sleep vessel. So nightmares, 6 points.
But if it doesn't say good, then we'll know we have to give her something not what she asked for.
6, but it's no. This isn't point. Point. 6, but not point. 6 points. Points. All right. Hopefully, it's not the forbidden evil thing.
That's what I was
Like, I'm gonna really feel bad if I give this. Maybe this is how she gets scratches on the face. All right. Has an energy about it. Yeah, I bet it does. Raised detailing, a substance flakes off and leaves a mark on the fingertip. Lovely. Iron gray flecked with dark red. It's not rust, it's blood. Okay. But
what does the symbolism mean on it?
Good question. Bloody. And then so it's like an eye with like the rays of sun coming out. Do we
just take a look? Just
nothing really there. Foresight, but that's not the right shape in turn.
Soap.
Yeah. Wash yourself. Yeah, so this is bloody, but I'm not getting anything else. I don't think it's that. This is crackling energy, protection from insanity, too. Which, I don't think that's what... Alright, let's listen to this. There's a darkness to it, as if it holds untold fears inside. Well, that would match nightmares.
Yeah.
Okay. That's sounding right, although horrible. Bronze and iron together. Somewhat painful. Yeah, so these are pointed. The other one wasn't really remarking cool and smooth. They weren't calling them pointed. Yeah, so I don't not think it is
I
this.
don't think it's that.
All right, lady. I'm sorry. I feel bad doing this to you, but you asked for it.
Yep, it is. Okay.
Has 6 points. Closer inspection reveals the darkness inside. Yeah.
It's more goth than most goths.
Embrace your gothness, lady. Okay, we got a resonance compass.
Well, she's trying to put her darkness from her hit, so she's gonna make the object more goth.
Off to boss.
Well, not really, but
From sleep to nightmares.
yeah.
Alright, took a drink. Now we've been getting a lot of extra pages here, so I'm just going to take a look at the book. Beginning. Yeah, that's a... Let's see what some of our new pages. Might be related to the... Oh. These items have allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. Used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of
It's
self.
that thing.
Yep, lose their sense of self. Remains of bygone, so guise of Lillian. I'm glad I went through. The remains of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, for petrified teeth and bones to trilobites, ammonites,
right.
and devil's toenails. Guise of Lillian is one of such. Make use of this ancient source of power. Guise of Lillian.
The fossil thing. Because I see the thing. I could be wrong. I think it might be Guise of Lillian. Not sure. Guise of Lillian question mark?
Hearing charm.
You remember that thing that I was saying?
I think this is probably this.
Yeah, I was saying that, remember? I think it's to help somebody that can't hear well.
Don't want to mess with this dude. Holgar wearing his twin axes, Wolfsong and Fearbringer. Well, damn, dude. You're just ready to bring it. The vast skull in the catacombs, said to be that of the beast, Blencathra. Blencathra. Okay. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul along with its power, an item known as the Wraith Chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object. They have morphed over time. A way to keep those dear to us close to our after. Holgengrim. Okay. I'm just kind of taking a look because a lot of this wasn't here. Adding. This is what I was looking for. The resonance compass will point towards nearby resonant objects. The only object that can be detected in the resonant objects are...
Maybe that's the eye?
Yeah, I think we need to be getting this stuff.
Okay.
And Spectrum, Shadow Bull, Shield. Okay. But yeah, we've been getting a lot of pages. We're doing good. Ready for the next?
Yes.
Althea O'Shea. Do it.
Many years ago, I owned a silent breath, but it was already old when I inherited it, and its power died soon after. It's about time I replaced it.
Silent breath. What is a silent breath?
Wish we could ask her.
Silent breath. There are those that consider the white heart prize. But there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian. So, like, remember when you'd have the special hunts, Crusader Kings,
Yeah.
for the white stag, the white heart.
Yeah.
So this is an item from a white, but not a dead one. So it wouldn't be like something from it that representing that it had died. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Okay, so we had something letting us warning us about danger too. And with this, seems to make the hairs stand up on the back of my neck. Yeah, what I was thinking. So this is warning of danger. Silver stopper. Glass filled with a blue liquid and a white hair. I'm very strongly thinking that this is it, but
I think so too.
thing. I can't
Thing.
remember what it was called.
Sleep.
Silent
Breath.
Anything else that would be white that would be thing from fluorescent blue glass. Yeah, it's just the glass itself. It doesn't seem to have any doesn't seem to really be a container or something. And the perception, yeah, the perception is not giving any. So nothing else that seems to have anything like that on the inside. Unless it's a stank jar. and it's like we have like bad diarrhea from the stag.
Tank jar.
It's gonna make her breath silent, all right.
I like how the stank jar is by itself in its own cubby.
Yeah, I kind of want to put it off screen, but I don't want to forget about it. All right, I believe this is a silent breath. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you
It
turn
would
white
have been
hair,
funny to give her the stank jar.
it would.
Nobody will want to be around you. You'll be
Yeah.
okay, and you'll
Yeah.
get some good sleep because nobody will be around.
Oh my god. The item features a white hair, a potential trophy from a white stag. Closer inspection, my senses come alive. Elvis Stone stuff for a book. Silent breath for red, as it is complete. And that's 2 of these. So that's actually, we move that one over because we have these completed. Our completed is getting pretty full. We might need to start making some future adjustments. In fact, let's do a little bit of that right now.
I think you're in games. You're a lot more organized than I am because I'm just like, as long as like all the greens are in the same cubby hole and all the reds are in the same cubby hole, it's fine. Like,
Yeah, well, it does work. Rufus Shelley. Always wanted to try a dataless link. I have a personal interest in the Celestial brand, so I'm not completely new to such thing, nor am I ignorant of the risks. And now I have a good reason for it. I need to take care of some roof repairs, and this would seem the safest way to approach it. Okay, what is a dataless link going to do for helping you with roof repairs? Make your rope strong or something? What? Dataless link is a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field.
you have a
Field is
thing that's
extremely
levitating.
fragile, however, so it would be prudent not to take risks. Dude, just use ropes, ladders. This is extremely fragile. Okay. These items are surprisingly light in weight. Their designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight. A feather, or the wings of a bird or insect, for
So maybe not the thing that's actually levitating that we have.
yeah, that's dude is
So wings of a bird or insect, feather.
no, we're almost pretty. their lead.
Yeah, I think the bats are here.
Feathers? And I guess we have the levitation
And
thing.
anything we've used that might have anything like that too, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, but we don't have any.
Feathers or what else was it? Winged feather.
Yeah, like nothing flight-like.
What
Feathers.
else was they say? Wing, feather, and what else?
Wings of a bird or insect.
Insect.
Or a feather.
Anything. Oh, that one that's I don't think it's an insect, but it might be an insect. That one that we think is a what is it? Think we know what? It's the fossil.
Oh. Yeah, but this is supposed to be super light. I mean, I'll weigh it. We'll find out based. Stay here.
We do have that actual levitating.
We'll find out based on weight. So that weighs way more than this. This is out. That weighs way more than this. Oh, geez. Did you see? I took it away. It barely even moves the scales.
So it must be this one.
Yeah. It's so light, the scales are not responding, really. All right.
Also, it looks like it's got symbology. It's got the spirituality and rebirth on it, and protection is on it.
Good point. Yeah, because they're going both directions. Good call. Good call, Hazzie.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but it does have spirituality and rebirth and protection.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the third thing hanging off of it, but I'm pretty sure that's something too. You know what I mean? Because you have protection and you got the third
And then
box like that's coming down. I think that's something too, and I don't remember what it was. I feel like we saw that in the book. 100% certain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is the Daedalus link. You with me?
Yes.
All right. Good job. The bird motif is a connection to flight. Using my weighing scales, I can confirm it is very lightweight. All good points, says Gil. I agree. Hazzie be the smarts.
But is he going to try to fly with it? Like, I don't understand what he's doing.
He's gonna work on his roof. It was nice knowing him for the little bit of time that we knew him.
Like,
I just hope that doesn't go poorly. I would not recommend just depending on something that gives you levitation in order to
I wouldn't.
effects on it, especially when it says it's a fragile effect.
Like, if we have something where it's like that causes a person to take more caution, then maybe that would be better.
Or maybe if it just slowed your falling.
Slow the falling, yeah.
But like, no, you're gonna depend on levitation while you're up there. Okay.
Well, like I said, all this stuff was like, we were kind of like, I'm not so sure if this will really help you, but it's kind of like religion, I guess. That's what it feels like.
I mean, he's young. He can bounce back, hopefully.
Do we know he's young?
He didn't look old.
True.
Edmund Bishop. The Ravens are back, I see. Like it's going to be worse this time. After speaking to Verona, come to extend an open invitation to visit Leaston Castle. My family has lived there for generations, and I know there are artifacts that would be of use to you, gathering dust, hidden corners. All I ask is that you stay out the South Tower and the master bedroom, and run anything you find by me first, of course. Why are you laughing? Because I'm doing the voice from
Yeah, I thought
G-Man?
No, but I thought it was a good voice for him, especially when he's like, of course, this is still happening.
Adair likes it when I do G-Man's voice.
Yeah.
All right. So, we're going to be going to his place. We just need to stay out of the South Tower and the master bedroom. So, here's our new map. Use the buttons on the left to change maps, so we can go between the city map and the Gleeston Castle map here in Cumbria. Mars and Winter Rising. And
I don't remember them having this this much as big of a map, or the map wasn't this big before, right? We didn't have like maps before.
I don't really recall.
I just remember one
It's been a
map.
while.
Kind of cool if that's the.
Oh,
There's like symbols all over this.
yes. There are tons of symbols on this one. And some of them can be clicked on, too. We're just not allowed in the master bedroom, or which tower was it? I'm assuming it's going to be Hardwick Tower. But follow. All right. Here's something to get you started. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. So, all right. It has first floor, but that's not the actual first floor.
I was
The
about to say,
ground
how do
floor.
you
Ground
know-
floor is the first floor.
How are you
The
supposed to
ground floor?
know what's the main staircase? Just the first one?
Well, you come in, grand hallway
Seems
with this staircase that goes up and around it.
that looks
The
like two
staircase connects
staircases.
up. Well, see, over here it connects.
Oh, okay.
It's one single staircase that connects on both sides.
Oh.
It's like those super fancy mansions.
Oh, okay.
have those.
Where yeah, they had it in Final Fantasy VII.
Yes, exactly. The super fancy
Yeah.
mansions, you know, where you say Vincent. Good reference, by the way.
Well, I did that recently, so that's what it made me think of.
But still, that's a good way to relate it. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. All right, so we go down here from the grand hallway. We will take a left. Follow that corridor down to the end. Oh, well, this isn't really a corridor, so maybe they're talking about this. And then go through the door to the left. There is a small plinth.
What is a
In the
plinth?
I don't have to look that one up.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
need to look that up.
In the corner of that room with an item on it, and you that you are welcome to. I never did like it anyway, Edmund. Okay, so hear how much of the stuff is stickable here. There is just a ton that is.
Plinth, a heavy base supporting a statue or vase.
Oh, okay, good to know.
So it looks like this. Here's a
I see. I see.
like when you have a bust, you know how the thing underneath it that's holding it up, or when you go like to the museum and that the base of the thing holds.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make sure to check where else he said we couldn't.
The plinth is like the base. I'm just like I was already on the path to like looking it up on the phone.
Thank you as well, though, Dale. Good to have sources. Stay out of the south tower. Master bedroom. Okay, so that was the other part of the detail. South tower. South tower?
I don't
Let's go ahead and switch.
understand.
Where's? Can I not zoom in on the compass? Yeah, see, I'm just not getting enough compass information. I'm going to assume up is... Oh, yeah, north. North right there. Yeah. Okay. No, north is this way. So south tower is probably this one.
Oh, good eye. Good for no.
Okay. So we should be fine to go to the other towers. All that stuff.
You're very useful. Thank you.
Hey, you were helpful. So anyways, let's go ahead and sure.
I've actually learned a lot recently because of you being here, and it's nice to have somebody who has a memory.
That's helpful. All right, let's go ahead and we'll do this. The plinth is not hard to spot in the corner of the room next to the small writing desk. A glass jar houses the object mentioned in the note. As I gather the item and turn to leave, my eye is drawn to a green book on the desk. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and find Edmund on my way out, who encourages me to take it with me. Okay. I try to insist on paying for it at least, but he won't entertain the idea. Could we come away with a book on gemstones? Well, that's very smart of her to let you know that the heating pad was turned off.
Yeah. Well, she was whining, so I went to check to see what she was whining about. Pad was accidentally off or something. Like, hey, I need the. But now I have to hold her to warm her up because like I don't want to be sitting on a cold heating pad. Gemstones.
And look who it's by. Eli White,
Eli White.
our boss. So it's our boss's book, and then we got
He's in the game.
a plinth thingy.
It's like it's a whole world.
Go ahead and put that with the other stuff.
Dude, I
Get that
really want them to
here.
do a third game. And I want them to do either like a library or bookstore. I really, really
You
do.
are so looking forward to
Yeah.
everything. All right.
I swear, in you naming it, you saying that the name should be Strange Tomes. That's a good name. Like,
Can't take much credit for that.
I mean, and it doesn't have to be just books. It could be like scrolls and stuff too.
Yes. Definitely, like all sorts of strange things. Like maybe sometimes on like leather.
Or
And-
stone tablet.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Make it so it could be kind of weird like that. So I'm going to identify 4 more items, then we'll hit end day, and that's where I personally want to close off. Starting to.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's I've been avoiding the scary stuff. So, but now we have stuff for gems. So let's go ahead, and we're going. Ooh, strong sense of foreboding. Okay. Nothing smooth, rough. Thought it was bone, but is in fact clay painted to look like bone. Dark blue-green gemstone. So, ill at ease. And then what's a dark blue-green gemstone? Okay, so amber. Oh, they have them broken down by their type too.
Oh, that's
Yellow or orange sometimes contains impurities. Sunstone, fire and light, heat and life. Purple, stone of containment for amethyst. That was my mom's favorite. Oh, why? Just her thing.
my birthstone is, I think, Haz or November. I think it's like a yellow orange.
Mhm.
I don't think it's like the prettiest gemstone by any means.
I don't
I'm
know.
like jealous of people that
I-
get the
I
really
think-
pretty ones.
I think May has emerald,
They're really
which I
pretty.
really like green. You're like, well, F you then. I'll take emerald. Aquamarine. You know, that would make sense, though, that you'd have more of like a water sign thing, right?
Yeah, but you know, like, I'm not like Scorpio is not just a water sign. Pisces. I remember talking to Brandon. Brandon is a Pisces. Pisces makes more sense to have something like aqua. I don't know what his birthstone is because I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff because I don't necessarily believe in it. I just think it's like a fun thing.
Well,
Yeah.
there's aquamarines, but there's also pearls. So, I mean, you have multiple.
That's true. Pearls. Pearls is a good.
But,
But no, they gave me like a yellow orange stone.
well, like here.
I guess it. No, well, I guess I should embrace it as it looks like something from fall.
That's
Kinda,
true.
It's kind of the color of fall.
It is very seasonal in its.
Yeah.
All right. Pale blue or turquoise, stone of water, bloodstone, Wykick. I have trouble with that. Oh, and we got symbols under each of them. Just noticed. Although those might not be. But dark green or black with flecks of red. Dark stone for dark purposes. I think that was what that.
Or porpoise.
Or porpoises. Dark porpoises. Beware.
That would be cooler.
Lol. Ite.
Lolite.
Dark bluish purple.
It's lolite.
Calming stone of peace and safety
Oh,
and means.
Jade is a good one.
Jade is a good one, yeah. Green, a stone of earth.
Jade is also our friend.
True. Ionite. Blue, an anchor between body and mind. Not familiar with that. Malachite, dark green,
Malachite looks pretty.
striated. So, am I saying that right? Is it striated or striated? You're the one who did
However.
the geology.
Doesn't mean I remember.
Okay.
It's pronunciation. Don't ask me that. I
Okay.
read, okay? It doesn't mean I say it properly in my
I'm
head.
going with striated.
Do you remember when I was playing Kimono Tea Time? I kept saying Inui, and it's
Yeah.
ennui. And then you were
Ennui.
like, it's ennui, and I'm like, oh. But I swear I heard somebody say Inui like months back. We were watching something, and I was like, I guess that's how you say that word. I read all the time in books is Inui, and then you looked it up, and you're like, no, it's actually ennui, and I'm like, I
And then
swear
they
I heard
use
somebody.
ennui like 30 times in
Yeah,
that game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I get it. I'll never forget it's ennui as opposed to Inui.
They wanted you to get a word a day calendar
Yeah.
thing in. All right. So yes, created for malachite.
That's how you know
Moonstone.
that a lot of times I'm reading it versus like listening to an audio book.
True.
Because if I listen to an audio book, but then the problem becomes when I listen to audiobooks and they say a word, I might not know how it's actually spelt.
True.
You know?
No, that's good. Honestly, I don't mind getting things wrong because I kind of view it as rebelling against the English language, which is all sorts of screwed up anyways. like if they wanted me to get it right, they would fix English.
Gail said,
That's how I look at it.
Ah, thank you, the French. Yeah.
Exactly.
A language that uses the entire alphabet but pronounces less than half of it. Yeah, it's true.
It really is. Really is. Okay, moonstone, Selenic. Early opalescent, usually pink or off-white. A stone of protection and enveloping night. Obsidian, Vedic. Black volcanic glass, a stone of fire and fury.
I like obsidian.
Onyx. Yes, it is pretty cool. Got a fair amount of that around our area, close to St. Lawrence.
Onyx, that was my wedding ring, was made out of onyx.
Mm-hmm.
I like onyx.
I was there.
I know.
Noctic, black striated, a stone of the night.
You were there, but
and
it
of
was
darkness.
I was just like, I want that.
There are some who fear it and some who are seduced by it. Here we
That's
go.
funny.
That is funny. I'm just glad I wasn't scared by it. Topaz, you were talking about.
Topaz is
Pale
my
yellow.
birthstone.
Stone of strength. So
But I think maybe I'll be proud of it because it's kind of the color of fall. So I should just be, like I should just be like, it's a cool stone. But I feel like amber's more fall looking to me. And I like amber
That's true.
more than I like topaz.
well,
But
amber also has a direct connection to
that's true.
hardened sap. Anyway, and that's where we get dinosaurs.
That's what they said in Jurassic Park.
It's real. Vivianite, Noctic, dark blue-green. Here it is. So the last one
I've
of what I
never
was
heard
looking
of
for.
this before. Have
A
you,
stone,
Vivianite?
Vivianite? No, I feel like that's made up. But I could be wrong. Stone of death and decay. It grows on
don't think-
iron coffins and waterlogged corpses.
I don't think it's made
Nothing
up.
grows on that.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think-
think it's made. And also, my question is, you see the stuff around it? Do you think those are symbols? Or am I just seeing symbols everywhere because there's so many symbols in this game?
I think at least this part right here. But
Yeah, because it looks like something, doesn't it?
death and decay. I'm going to label this still at ease.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, Dale even
Death
said
and-
Vivianite is very real, known for how much it oxidizes. Yeah,
Oh,
the devs always said that they do use a lot of like actual real stuff in the games when they make them.
but does it grow on iron coffins and waterlogged corpses? I think that part's probably the stretch.
It might. I don't know, because they have crystals. Crystals technically grow. Gems are made all the time. They kind of technically grow. They don't grow like they're alive, but
Okay. That's you do have a point there. All right. Well, we have described that one. Is this a gemstone or is this just weird? Green marble,
This
cool and smooth.
this is cool. I like the eye on this one.
Nothing to remark. You really have nothing to remark as it looks at you.
It grows on all kinds of decaying matter, such as bones and assorted debris.
Really?
Yeah, dude, that's just like with crystal. You know, like how you can also make like sugar crystals with
Huh.
sugar.
I don't know. That sounds fake to me. I'm not saying that I don't trust Dale or you on this. I'm just saying, like, when you hear that, you hear like, here's this crystal. It grows on decaying matter.
Yeah.
Like that sounds like far fetched.
But think of it like
But no, you're probably
stalactites
right.
and stalagmites and how
Yes.
those grow in
Mhm.
caves. Yeah. I did take,
That's really interesting.
not that I remember
feel like
anything
I've
from
learned
it, but I did take geology
I feel like
when
I've
I
learned a
was
lot.
going to college. So I really liked geology, but it was an easier class for me too. Science is wild, man. I keep telling Nord this, but science is real life magic. That's that's what I love about
It's true.
science. It's
It's
real
true.
life magic. It's crazy looking into the world around us. Yeah, for real. For real.
Always learning new. All right.
That's
Go
just facts.
All right. I have nothing to remark, so we're not getting any of that. Sense of touch. A very polished stone. It's that black and red type. Bloodstone or whatever. Huge black gemstone streak with an iron claw with polished wood. So, black and red gemstone.
Yeah, exactly. Our science is the magic of primitive brethren. Yep, exactly.
Bloodstone, darkstone for dark purposes.
I like the bloodstone. It's kind of cool looking too. That's the goth gemstone. Oh, because this may be. Yeah, that's right, Nord. This is probably bloodstone.
Dark porpoises.
Porpoises. Yes, it's dark porpoises.
I'm probably misspelling it, but whatever.
In my head, I see a porpoise with like the Sith hood on.
Yeah. like evil Kermit.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. That's funny.
You have the good porpoise and the evil porpoise.
All right, a gold ring in. This is counterclockwise, so this is rebirth. Withered flesh. So this this isn't just like meant to look like it. It's actually a withered hand. Brass polished wood.
But dark, yes.
Hard and cool, leathery and bony, quite unpleasant to touch. Oof. I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. Okay.
I feel like this looks like it's been burned.
Well, it says it's withered.
You know how things when they burn, they kind of look like they're withered?
Mm-hmm.
Because it takes all the moisture
Real
out.
hand
Real hand.
with gold.
Give him a hand, folks.
Hey, you could give this one to the guy in your game.
After we cut off Dylan's hand. Like, hey, dude, I'm in another game now, and you can have this hand.
Of rebirth, yeah. All right, we covered all those items.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just do this one for the hell. Silver. All silver. With it being embedded in a stone. That's kind of interesting. It goes and it creates a moon, which creates another moon, which holds like almost a eclipsed moon. Touch. Smooth, rough and pitted. Nothing ethereal quality. Okay. All right. I feel like we're pretty prepared for the next one. We're going to hit end day so that we can see the beginning. And
Let's see how many days we got.
that'll be day 5.
I was planning on bringing this game back Saturday, but just dependent upon how many hours you want to play. We can just keep bringing it back every Saturday. Like, I didn't know if you wanted to finish it before October or if it's okay for us to play it after October. I'm okay with playing it after October if we need.
I might be okay with fitting it in more days. I'm really starting to feel stuff in my shoulder, and I've
Gotcha.
already taken my medication. So
Yeah,
if
gotcha.
I'm feeling it through my medication,
I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to plan. I'm just trying to like plan it out
Mhm. Yeah, no,
because
no,
I'm
that's
doing
good.
Crow Country on during the weekdays. I'm gonna be, which by the way, y'all, I'm going to restart Crow Country because I was reading that I can't like change the difficulty back to normal because I started with exploration because I didn't want it to be too difficult because I haven't really played a survival horror game before, and but I can't change it back to normal. So if I want to do normal, I have to restart the save, and I kind of want to do normal and see if I can. I'm pretty sure I can handle it.
And
'Cause
exploration completely removes all enemies,
yeah, that's why we
rather
came
than just
across
making
those.
them easy.
Yeah, we came across those bodies, and I was like, is this part of the puzzles? But no, apparently those were they just kill off whatever enemies are there. So I kind of want to try to kill the enemies myself if possible. Okay, let's. Did you read this?
End of day 4. At the end of a long passageway, after days spent clearing away dangerous rockfalls, the duo came upon a chamber. In it, they found a small stone tomb, too small to contain human remains. All right. So this is more of like what those people were digging up and criminal trying to run away. Right, it's wanting me to go here. That's pretty simple. To the one. Or maybe it's just going to be another house on the map.
Actually, I think that's what it is. Or it might be a room in the house.
All right. Well, we have that information.
Whatever it is.
Oh,
What?
auto labeling. It's been doing that for me. That is so cool that it does that.
Yeah.
Zoom, press and hold shift to
Auto-labeling's
zoom.
nice.
Apply tab. Spider toggle. You want me to turn the spider off?
No, it's fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Oh.
have to be there.
I do it because I want other people to feel scared too.
Okay.
Because it's Halloween. Like
Everyone else needs to suffer. Spread it.
it's about being scared. It's Halloween. I thought about getting, putting spiders in the past on our stream just so that because it feels spooky because it's kind of scary to have a spider on it. And then but that might be bad.
Well, that was really an interesting start. I'm liking it. I really enjoyed Strange Horticulture, which I highly recommend. If you want a good involved puzzle game that has deeper mysteries within,
Yes.
especially if it comes up on sale, just add it to a wish list. And
If you want to, you don't have to play Strange Horticulture in order to play Strange Antiquities. But I
Yeah.
will say Strange Antiquities is way harder than Strange Horticulture. But Strange Horticulture for me was like a ton of fun because
Mhm.
it's like plants identification stuff. So that was really fun to do.
It felt very botany.
Yeah.
Felt very much like you were being a botanist.
Yeah.
And then like kind of a little bit like a folk doctor.
Yeah.
Where you're kind of
Yeah,
coming
it
up
was
with folk
really,
remedies.
yeah, really fun. So yeah, I would say if you are interested in Strange Antiquities, you might also be interested in Strange Horticulture. It's a little bit easier, and I'll give you an idea of what you're in for in Strange Antiquities. And when you get to Strange Antiquities, I would say there's a lot of UI improvements here.
Yes.
Like a quality of life. I think they really
Including
listened.
the auto labeling.
Yeah, I think they actually like listened to a lot of the players when they were asking for certain things from Strange Horticulture because I remember the labeling was kind of an issue when we played.
In fact, I'm gonna pull up your Steam real quick to find out who does this.
It's Bad Viking. Bad Viking is the dev, Nord.
Bad Viking.
And they're like it's a Nordic devs. It's like I think they're two brothers two brothers did this.
Yep. And yeah, they've
So
only
it's
done
really small.
They've only done this in Strange Horticulture.
Really small devs, but they are doing an excellent job on it in my opinion. So,
They did do a soundtrack as well. But yeah, that is everything they've done. Two brothers from the UK making strange games,
oh, I thought
dark
they
and
were
cozy
from Nordic
experiences
countries.
with lashings of mystery. And they do have like a Viking looking logo. So maybe that's why you were thinking they were.
Well, you know what? That might be why they're saying like Cumbria and stuff, because like
Mhm.
those northern British areas are like there were Vikings there. There's a
Mhm.
lot of people that have Viking ancestry.
Well, like a good
So
portion of my Irish roots are based on Dublin, which was at that point settled by Vikings.
yeah, so the maybe
Like,
that's what maybe that's why some of it is there's like some overlap there. And I
mhm.
mean, I only know that from like recent things that I have seen from British mysteries and stuff that I like to watch. So yeah.
Yeah, Hazzie's sponsored by BritBox. Just use code blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Not yet, but she wants to be. Anyways, it was great getting a chance to hang out with you again, Dale. Thank you to the Brandon was here as well,
And Nick.
and Nick and Bailey at the beginning
Yeah.
as well. So thanks for spending a fine Saturday with us,
And if
getting
you
all spooky.
and thank you lurkers, all the lurkers out there. I don't know who is here, but I know people lurk cuz that's what I do too. All the time in streams is I lurk. But we will see you on Tuesday with Crow Country. Nord might be helping me. I don't know.
I will
Maybe
try if I can.
I don't know what I'm doing. I came at all, but I am going to restart it and we're gonna do it on the normal mode just so we can have some enemies to kill because it I kinda was disappointed to find out I can't change it in the middle of the game.
Yeah, I
So
I can understand like if you were on like New Game Plus or something or a very hard difficulty making it so you can't change it,
yeah.
but like not being able to turn difficulties up, I
Well
don't get.
well when I did exploration mode, I thought maybe the enemies would just be easier to kill.
Yes, rather than not existing.
Yeah, rather than them already being dead for you. So
Mhm.
yeah, so that's what that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, we'll see you on Tuesday with Crow Country. So everyone, keep being amazing and awesome, and most importantly, be kind to yourself and others. Peace. Bye bye.
Good night.